you feel good on the vibe all night. Welcome to the show. It's Tea with D. DJ spinning tracks. Got that reggae spree. Tune in the dots. Let the vibes be free. Late night session. Sip that turbo key. Come in on the electro. Sing it on TNN. Hope you're feeling bright. Cause we got the vibe so grand. Get cozy on the wine. With tunes that you be man. Tea with pizza spot. The best in podcast land. Welcome to the show. It's Tea with D. DJ spinning tracks. Got that reggae spree. Tune in the dots. Let the vibes be free. Late night session. Sip that turbo key. Come in on the electro. Sing it on TNN. Hope you're feeling bright. Cause we got the vibe so grand. Get cozy on the wine. With tunes that you be man. Tea with pizza spot. The best in podcast land. Welcome back, listen us to a cozy nook. Where the beats go like pages in a favorite book. Settling, feel the rhythm in every hook. Tonight's the night, let's dance and cook. You have a great time, make yourself at home. In this rhythmic zone, where the melodies from. See with peace and legs out, where the music keeps you warm. Join the jam, find your peace in the storm. Welcome to the groove, it's Tea with me tonight. Feel the reggae flow, let it make the world right. Come and find your comfort, you meet the target's right. With every track we spin, you take you to new heights. It's our place to chill, with rhythm that's enchant. Join us the moment, let's give you all the chance. Turn up the sweet serenades, let the music down. Open up in my brain time, I swear on in that chair. Welcome to the show. It's Tea with D. DJ spinning tracks. Got that reggae spree. Tune in the dots. Let the vibes be free. Late night session. Sip that turbo key. Come in on the electro. Sing it on TNN. Hope you're feeling bright. Cause we got the vibe so grand. Get cozy on the wine. With tunes that you be man. Tea with pizza spot. The best in podcast land. Welcome to the show. It's Tea with D. DJ spinning tracks. Got that reggae spree. Tune in the dots. Let the vibes be free. Late night session. Sip that turbo key. Come in on the electro. Sing it on TNN. Hope you're feeling bright. Cause we got the vibe so grand. Get cozy on the wine. With tunes that you be man. Tea with pizza spot. The best in podcast land. Hey, good night, folks. It's time to unwind. Think favorite tracks. Leave your stress behind. Welcome to the show. This time is just for you. Tea with peace, your proof. Where dreams is getting you. Come in on the electro. Sing it on TNN. Hope you're feeling bright. Cause we got the vibe so grand. Get cozy on the wine. The tunes that you demand. Tea with peace, the spot. Leave your sweet podcast land.
You can get your own. She's gonna love you. Yeah, I'm gonna love you. She's gonna love you. Yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you, baby. Cross my heart and hope to die.
Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? Oh, who smoked that like button, baby? Who smoked that like button, baby? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Happy Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are well and warm, kicking it fly, because it's Thursday, and that means it's time for a little tea with P, where the tea is beer and the P is me. And ladies and gentlemen, we are together to celebrate Another beautiful day in our community, man, and I'm thankful that you guys are here. Shout out to everybody who's pulling up, man. Lawrence, I see you, man. Lawrence, holy Toledo, zero tolerance. What's up, man? John Lindsay's in the house. Matthew Lawson. Shout out to all the members, man. Shout out to the members for supporting the show. I appreciate you. That's everybody with a golden pigeon egg next to their name, or a platinum golden egg. It's actually the evolution of a hatching pigeon, is what you're witnessing here, friends. It's good to see you guys, man. Grow Ohio, good to see you. Wow, T, let's go with a gifted membership. My guy, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for that gifted membership to Nate C. Nate, thank you for pulling up. Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Got a little snare in my headphone there. That's fine. Double A, good to see you, man. T, seriously, thank you for that membership. On a roll, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, man. Robert, good to see you, friends. What is everybody toking on for scientific, documentary, and educational purposes? Would like to know. I would like to know, because you will be judged. And then that's the only way that we can confirm that this is for educational reasons. Okay? You're going to be judged, and we're going to determine if it's high education or low education, ladies and gentlemen. High Plains Bud, man, good to see you guys. Shout out to everybody in green, man. Appreciate the members pulling up, man. Appreciate you all pulling up. Don't forget to smoke that like button. Look how tan, look how white my legs are compared to my arms. My good golly. But that's the way it is. Mrs. P is in the house. Mrs. P, how you doing?
I'm good.
Oh.
I thought you were going to make a comment about how white I am compared to you, but...
Oh, I don't think that would be fair. I don't think that would be fair. No. Mrs. P, it's good to see you. Are you ready for a banger show? We got a great guest tonight.
I am ready for a banger show.
We got a great guest. We got Bass Drop Keys in the house tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Going to be joining us on the Coop Tube, on the Coop Tube. Just came up with that in my own head right there. We got the Coop Tube. We're going to be joined by your friendly neighborhood. Can't say it. Nope, can't say it. I was gonna, because I feel like I almost should be able to, but I'm not gonna, because I do have some longevity planned for this. But shout out to Bass Drop Keys. He's going to be joining us later on at the top of the hour, the next hour, and I can't wait to dive into all things what he's doing, man. From mushroom content to the finance content to gambling content to flower content. The man's a father. He's got a lot growing on, and we're going to be diving into all that and more a little bit later tonight. So stay tuned for that, because you're not going to want to miss it. You're not going to want to miss it. We're going to be talking about few things going on in the nudes too, man. Is it possible to see a little bit of rescheduling? Well, we're going to be diving into that. Also looks like you've got a little bit of indecisiveness going on in Texas right now, and you've got two bills going through at the same time that kind of cancel each other out in regards to home grow and the possession of our beautiful plant. We're going to be diving into that too, but before we do, ladies and gentlemen, you guys won't believe what I saw today on my journey. I was taking a walk in the park, and it was, I think it was mid-afternoon actually, and I just so happened, just out of the corner of my eye, caught just this epic moment of a cat playing with a mouse in the tall grass. Mrs. P, do you have the picture that I took? Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this. This was just at the local park. It almost looks like these two are friends. It doesn't look like at all the cat is hunting down this mouse. This seems to be a couple of friends just enjoying an afternoon in the park. I was able to capture this moment, and I just wanted you guys to see that. This moment captured by our friends, the Curated Co. Over on X. Shout out to them. They're the ones that play with all of our favorite stuff. And that's where I get these photos. So all credit where credit is due. Shout out to the Curated Co. over on X. They've got a ton of beautiful photos of the things that they're doing with their when they should be eating, they're playing with their food. Mr. Scrogger's in the house too. Mr. Northern Scrogger. That's the guy I know. I appreciate your face, brother. Hey, good to see you, man. Hope you and the missus and the fam are well. Can't wait to see you in just what feels like just a couple months, my friend. We're going to see each other in just a few short weeks.
And it does seem.
And the missus. Not sure yet. We were both up in the air as to either one of our misses were coming.
Oh, I think if one missus goes, the other missus will go.
All right. Well, it looks like
we'll hash it out. We'll let you guys know. We'll let you know.
We'll hash it out. We'll hash it out. But we got a lot of good times coming. I'm really excited about it. I'm going to pull you guys over here so I'm not looking away from you guys so much. I want to see. I got comments for days right here, Bo. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So last week we did the episode on everyone getting deleted. And to my high ass, I did not. We got a weird feedback coming. I don't like it at all. Don't like it at all. You hear that, Mrs. P?
I do. It's because you move the mic too much.
Oh. Don't touch it again. Last week I was talking about everyone getting deleted. And, well, my high ass didn't really dive into that story until about 2 hours into the show. And I wanted to mention a few things. There was a few deletions that we didn't dive into. I didn't dive into the Vivo Sun Discord was deleted. That's gone. It was quite a few thousand people in that Discord, if I'm not mistaken. There was what else? Who else got deleted? We also found out that the Dude Grows channel, sources confirmed that channel was deleted because of the links in the description. That's unfortunate, but we're still awaiting to see what happens with them. And there was the Seed to Harvest podcast was also deleted as well. And that's something that I wanted to touch on just to make sure that we kind of let everybody know. And at the end of the show, we did share their page. So if you didn't check it or didn't see it, go check it out. It's the Seed. It's S2H Podcast here on YouTube. So make sure you go and check them out. And low key too, real quick, I didn't mention anybody. Huge shout out to our patrons, man. Thank you so much for our patrons that have come up, pulling up, showing up, supporting all the dang time. I appreciate you. Thank you guys. I see you guys on the screen. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are animals. If you guys would like to help support the show, get some perks, get some behind the scenes content, or some education on how to grow this beautiful plant, just like I, head on over to patreon.com/pigeons420. And thank you to everybody who did sign up. We've got a new grow class that's going to be starting in the coming weeks. Just finishing the current one. We've already finished our harvests. A couple people still to finish, but most people have already done. Harvest turned out wonderfully, and I'm very excited, very proud of the class for that. Shout out to them. And as Mr. ROB CLTV put in the chat, Vivo has a new Discord. There it is right there. So if you haven't already, make sure you go check it out. It'll be a great spot to not only keep up with everything in the Vivo Sun era and the universe, you can also have an opportunity to win great stuff because they're doing giveaways and have discounts all the time. So go check that out. Speaking of Vivo Sun, shout out to Vivo Sun for sponsoring this channel. If you want to check out anything from Vivo Sun, head on over to vivosun.com. Use promo code PIGEONS420. Save a few. Wow, it's one thing. If you want to save yourself a few dollars off at checkout, support the show, and get yourself some good quality equipment, head on over to vivosun.com and use promo code PIGEONS420. If you're on Amazon, use promo code PIGEONSCOOP. Okay, and a huge shout out to all the sponsors of the show, man. We wouldn't be able to do this without them as well. So shout out to Spider Farmer, promo code Pigeons420. Huge shout out to Seedsman at promo code Pigeons420. Looking for some quality genetics, check them out. So, believe it or not, for educational purposes, I would like to do a little some. Actually, you know what? We're drinking alcohol here. You're allowed to do that. You're allowed to do that. Chad Carroll, good to see you, my friend. Rob Schott, good to see you, man. Tasty Genetics, that was funny. Good to see you, Tasty. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for pulling up, man. We shouldn't have censorship. No, you're totally right, Holy Toledo. And boy, I wish we didn't, but unfortunately we do. Yes, we do. And in order to kind of play the game and kind of skirt by the censorship of YouTube and social media as a whole, you have to kind of play by the rules. And unfortunately, it is what it is. It is just what it is. So censorship does happen, but we got to kind of play the game if we want to have a longevity here. So it is what it is. Toxic boost. Vivo forgot my damn cable for my controller for outtake fan. Just one speed now, fast as hell. I need my cord. Well, make sure you reach out to them, my friend. Reach out to them. I'm sure they will hook you up. And if you have any problems, and hit me up and make sure you get it. But it's a cord. I know they'll hit you up with it. Your mailman grows, man. Good evening, Pigeons and Mrs. P. Hey, Mr. Good evening, Pigeons and Mrs. P. I'm assuming what you meant. And hello, everyone. Believe it or not, I do all my own stunts here. So for educational purposes, I am going to... what am I going to do for educational purposes?
Oh.
I don't know either. You shouldn't have a name. I post...
You sure aren't gonna roll anything, that's for sure.
Thanks, Mrs. P.
Love you.
No, I am not. In fairness, I didn't finish yours because it was very loose.
No.
Yes.
Do you remember when we were watching Breaking Bad the other night?
Oh, and him rolling.
Oh, we were laughing at him rolling.
Yeah, right.
If we thought that we weren't good at it, we just have to watch other people do it.
Yeah, there are people that are worse at it than me.
Know?
Yep, it's very true. Very true.
Yours wasn't bad.
I'm going to light a candle. That's right, Plant Blaze. I'm going to light a candle. Cheers, dudes. Ruthless, eh? Just a reminder, too, we've got Bass Drop Keys joining us later this evening in approximately 45 minutes. You're not going to want to miss out on that. But before we do get in that, there's a story that really caught my eye, to be quite honest with you, one that I kind of low-key wanted to touch on. And this is a story, and I got to read it. My laptop is actually running the stream right now because my computer is inoperable. I can confirm, though, it is on its way back, though. It is on its way back, so I'm very excited about that. However, I got to use my phone to refer to some of the articles, but there was an article on the High Times website that was retweeted by the newly hired editor-in-chief that essentially, in my humble opinion, was a slight attack on growing cannabis, in particular, maybe even home growing cannabis. And low key, I kind of wanted to go through this article with you. It's not a very long article, but it's kind of an important one because I'll save my opinion for the end. But I think it's an important article because High Times has a position in this community that is considered quite prestigious. It's considered quite renowned. And so when they put something out, when they put out an article, they put out a story or they say something, people listen. So it's important that they kind of ensure that what they put out is quality content. Now, here's the article. It's titled, "Cannabis is being grown like it's Bitcoin. That's a problem." Yeah. That's the article. And it goes like this. Your weed might be grown indoors with massive energy use. Here's why cannabis could be worse for the climate than crypto. Environmental economists tend to think everything boils down to energy. In the case of cannabis, that might actually be true. The TH-infused gummies you popped after work, the boutique pre-roll you grabbed from your local dispensary, they each came with an invisible environmental bill. Like most things these days, except maybe it's steeper than you'd expect, especially considering we're talking about a plant. Have you ever wondered how many kilowatt hours it takes to grow weed, or how many gallons of water it guzzled on its way to your grinder? Cannabis is now one of the most resource-intensive crops in North America, and much of that burden stems not from the plant itself, but from the political but from the political architecture that surrounds legal cannabis. Indoor cultivation has become the dominant mode in any U.S. state because of federal prohibition locks production within state borders. The result is high yield, high potency cannabis grown under LED arrays, HVAC systems, and pumped in CO2, all of which come at a steep environmental cost. And that's highly inefficient. And it's also highly inefficient. He repeated himself. That's interesting. I'm not an expert, but some trustworthy sources have stated many times that both yields and quality can often be achieved outdoors or in greenhouses using a free and vastly underutilized energy source in cannabis, the sun. So before I go too much further into this, I just want to kind of highlight that they're kind of painting the framework here that cannabis, heavy on resources, takes a lot of light, takes a lot of water. However, if you grow outdoors, that kind of alleviates that. Then they continue. Worse than Bitcoin. Until recently, there was little data on the environmental impact of cannabis. That changed in 2021 when a team at Colorado State University published the first peer-reviewed life cycle assessment of indoor cultivation. They found, let me know if you agree, they found that growing 1 kilogram of cannabis indoors emits between 2.3 and 5.2 tons of CO2 equivalent, about the same as burning 250 to 500 gallons of gasoline. Lighting, HVAC systems, dehumidifiers, and CO2 enrichment were the largest contributors to that footprint. In colder states like Massachusetts or Illinois, indoor facilities must run heating and lighting nearly year-round. In BC, British Columbia, some greenhouses burn natural gas for temperature control, even during the spring. Across the board, indoor cultivation is extremely energy intensive, and emissions vary based on local energy grids. If your state runs on coal or natural gas, your weed is leaving a much larger footprint. A following study published in 2025 by energy researcher Evan Mills finds that cannabis cultivation in the U.S. now emits an estimated 44 million metric tons of CO2 equivalent per year, roughly the same as 10 million cars or 6 million homes. That figure includes both legal and illicit products, and about 90% of the emissions come from indoor facilities. 90% of emissions come from indoor facilities. According to Mills, the sector now burns through 594 petajoules of energy annually, costing roughly $11 billion. That's on par with all other U.S. crop productions combined. And other than the energy consumed by the entire pharmaceutical or beverage industries, and it doubles the amount of greenhouse emissions produced by cryptocurrency mining. So I could continue to read, but as you can see, they compare I encourage you to check this out, but they continue by comparing indoor and outdoor grows and kind of relying heavy on the address of saying waters, fertilizers, chemicals all have another huge impact on the environment and come subsequently from growing plants indoors. They also finalize on saying that the current market as it is, is shielded yet vulnerable because of the local political landscape. And I want to continue. This is how they conclude. If you think about it, cannabis is the only major agricultural commodity in the U.S. banned from interstate commerce. Tomato travels, wine travels, even guns and prescription drugs travel, but not weed. This is of consequence as it creates a bizarre economic geography. Instead of letting efficient producers supply broader markets, we force every state to produce, process, and sell its cannabis regardless of local climate, costs, or environmental impacts. From an economic perspective, this creates duplication and overcapacity. From an environmental perspective, it leads to absurdity. Indoor grows in Vermont or Michigan running 24/7 just to meet arbitrary legal supply rules. So when you look at this High Times article and you kind of start to break it down, this is actually information and, in my opinion, rhetoric that we have heard wholeheartedly. We've heard this before. This is actually a common argument against growing weed. We know that this landscape and this system has only created itself because of the limbo that the federal government continues to stay at. And any step to try to fix any of these points that are being brought out really rely on some form of legal or federal legalization, some kind of federal regulation. It's not so much that a lot of these points can be refuted. In fact, they even say that on average, one cannabis plant consumes 6 gallons of water a day. I've been growing a long time. I have never had a plant consume 6 gallons of water per day. You might be thinking, oh, no, that's commercial pigeons. Absolutely not. I do not see them consuming 6 gallons of water a day. So there's a lot of rhetoric in this, but I'll see past that for just a moment. My biggest concern is that this is a High Times article. This is a High Times article that's telling us that crypto is better than weed on the environment, on the environment. And I'm perplexed to think that, let's even assume all of this was true. They did not phrase this article in a way that is like welcoming. Maybe I'm wearing my rose-colored glasses, but it's like, this is an attack. I read this as like a, who the fuck are you? The whole time. I'm like, who the fuck are you? I expected more. I expected more from High Times. So, not a good start. Not a good start, in my opinion, in regards to the kind of information that's coming out of this platform now. I was really looking forward to it, but it's like, well, what, pigeons? You just want them to gloss over the negative impact? Absolutely not. Where's the what if? Like, where's the, here's how we make it better. Here's the fight. Where's the fire to burn for people to unite, to push for legalization? Because it's only this bad because of the government. It's very peculiar to me, and I don't like it. I don't like it. So it just goes to show that, and I guess it doesn't go to show anything, but the question now still remains, is High Times for the community? Or is High Times still, or is High Times still corporate? It's about brand, it's about money, it's about influence, it's about, I don't know, man. I really don't know, but I'm pretty upset. I'm pretty upset about it because I expected more out of this new High Times, and maybe this is just someone just trying to put, like, I understand it wasn't the editor-in-chief that wrote this article. It was a Rodrigo Sorry, let me Ronaldo Garcia that put this together. And real quick, just at the very end, the final two paragraphs are this: still, and I quote, still without federal reform in the US, most of these efforts remain cosmetic, since the root problem is balkanized, closed-looped state markets. The solution would be to treat cannabis like an agricultural commodity, not a moral exception. Allow cross-border trade between licensed producers, let high sunlight, low-impact regions specialize, free the plant from the bunker. Only then can we begin to shrink its outsized environmental footprint. Because right now, your locally grown joint might be anything but green. Motherfucker, if we were legally allowed to grow this shit, we wouldn't have to do it so underground, man. We wouldn't have to put up these makeshift systems in bunkers in order to make it thrive. This is just this is just a hate piece as far as I'm concerned. Where's the motivation? Where's the encouragement to the people to fight back? Keep putting seed to soil. I don't hear that in there, and that drives me bonkers, man. So anyways, that's my opinion, but I ask you, what do you think? Did I completely miss this article? Did I completely miss the argument here? Do we need to be having these conversations more? Yeah, we do. It's just, did I miss it? Did I miss it? Or is it something completely different? You might have the differing opinion there, and I really want to hear from you. So if you want to reach out to me, you can do so at Pigeons420 over on X. Okay, that's where I generally get the most input to stories, where I get to kind of hear people give me their input. And let me tell you, if there was somebody that boldly disagrees with me, I will invite you onto the show if you have a good camera, good audio, and headset. I'll invite you on the show to have a conversation with me in a free and fair and open platform, because I would like to be enlightened. If I misunderstand anything, I'm not just talking about this story, I'm going to talk about all stories, because I know there's a lot of people out there that listen to me that don't agree with everything I say. And if you're passionate enough about it, I would love to hear about you. I would love to hear about it from you. So that's my invitation. Come follow me on X at Pigeons420. You get more of a conversation. Now, after this show, ladies and gentlemen, after our conversation with the talented and so kind Bass Drop Keys, we will be live. We will be live over on Twitch. You want to throw a link for that, Mrs. P? Just open a browser and come up as a hotkey. Will we be over on Twitch at Pigeons420? We'll be playing the new beta day, Battlefield 6. And I'm going to probably play all damn night. Because I don't have a whole lot to do tomorrow. So you can come and find me there. So immediately following this show, we're going to do a smoke show on Twitch. So come hang out. There's the link. Come hit the follow button and join the conversation. And as I mentioned, we're going to be talking to Bass Drop Keys in about 20 plus minutes. So you're not going to want to miss that. Stay tuned. Also want to have another rip, but I want to talk about the potential of rescheduling. I battled this friggin' fly all day when I was streaming. We're going to be talking about the potential of rescheduling. Is it on the radar, or has it been ignored? This is a conversation that I think is worth having, and we're going to do just that right after this, ladies and gentlemen. So if you haven't already, do me a favor and smoke that like button. It's a great way to support the show. That's the number one way to support the show, is to just throw a thumb. I know it seems pretty mundane and pretty silly, but it does work. It does work because it helps the algorithm. It pushes the video. It lets YouTube know that people are engaging with this video and this live stream, and it'll push it off to others as well. So hit the like button. Do me a favor on that. And if you're talking right now in the comments, I appreciate you, man. The more people talking in the comments shows YouTube there's an engaging video over here. People are doing that. So thank you. Thank you for that. Frickin' Scott's CEO went to the White House. Drew, that's what we're going to be talking about, dude. That's what we're going to be talking about. You know you got a big story when you've got the CEO of Scott's talking to the president about weed. Cheers, dudes. Token on some Tom Ford Pink Kush. I have just a couple days left till my boys get here, and then we're gonna be diving into my weed. But more about that in just a minute. So when it comes to rescheduling, you may or may not have already heard the CEO, Mr. Hogthorne, had a meeting with the president, and it turns out that they may or may not have had a conversation about rescheduling cannabis. Yes, you might be thinking, why? Well, believe it or not, Hawthorne is the parent company to a ton of brands that you may or may not have heard of in our space, such as Scott's, Miracle Grow, Gavita. There's a ton. Excuse me. And they are losing money because of where cannabis stands right now in federal legalization and its scheduling on a federal level. And Fox Morning or Fox News had a quick interview, and the first 2 minutes are all I want to play because we get a lot of information out of this. So Mrs. P, when you're ready, go ahead.
Hold on, I'm going to make it big screen.
Oh yeah, please.
Well, hang on, let me make it smaller big screen.
There you go. There we go. Look at this. There. Boom. That's good enough. Perfect. There you go.
Good with that?
Yeah.
We're
No, it's perfect. No,
okay.
that's good.
Even though he promised to do so during his Senate confirmation hearing back in April, newly sworn-in DEA Administrator Terrence Cole just released his top priorities list with, quote, renewed focus on enforcement, partnership, and public safety to meet the evolving threats of the global drug crisis. Missing from that list, reviewing where the DEA stands on the proposed rule to reclassify cannabis from a Schedule I drug, which includes deadly fentanyl and LSD, to a Schedule III drug under the Controlled Substances Act. Is hope going up in smoke for any cannabis-related company, and that would include Scott's Miracle Grow, which sells equipment?
And just real quick, if you'll notice, can you go back to where they had the list of items on the screen? Right there. So the DEA Administrator Cole's strategic priorities are to follow the money, lead a fight on cyber/dark web front lines, strengthen partnership nationwide and with foreign counterparts, and prioritize wellness of the DEA's workforce. And in particular, when they say follow the money, they're referring to fentanyl and other drugs. But what they're referring to here on Fox is that there is nowhere on there that says anything about cannabis. And some people think, wait a second, this is bad. However, I was listening to the Dales report. Shout out to Mr. Dales, hell of a YouTuber, hell of a reporter, great guy. Never met him yet, would love to. He was talking about this very story, and he was referring to it's not necessarily what you see coming out of the DEA's Top Gun. It's what you don't see. And he made the point of saying that we don't want to see cannabis on law enforcement's priority list. Because guess what? Cannabis should not be a priority of the law enforcement. We should see cannabis focused on health and science. So for me, I think that there's actually hope in the fact that there might be some kind of movement in rescheduling. And you guys know that I am a cynical bastard when it comes to legalization in America, when it comes to rescheduling, because there is millions of dollars at hand when it comes to cannabis, specifically when it comes to lobbying against cannabis. And we need actors that have influence that can counter that. And well, my next clip here is an interview with the CEO of Hawthorne, which is the parent company of Scott's Miracle-Gro, if I've got that correctly, the right order. This is, or CEO, I think it was actually the CEO. We'll let it pop up here in a second. Was it the CEO of Miracle-Gro or the CEO of Hawthorne? It says on the bottom of the screen as soon as he pops up.
Scott's Miracle-Gro CEO.
Scott's Miracle-Gro CEO. We know that Scott's Miracle-Gro has spent millions of dollars lobbying against home grow. So, in my opinion, when it comes to Scott's Miracle-Gro, these aren't the best actors in our space. This is the corporate swallow that we should actually be worried about. This is what happens when a Walmart comes into your town. You get a Walmart in your town. Say goodbye to all your local grocery stores. Say goodbye to all your local electronic stores. Say goodbye to all your local mom and pop shop, because Walmart's got you beat, unfortunately. And this is the reality of what's happening with Hawthorne, and they're taking over all of these entities in our space, and they get swallowed, and they become nothing more than just corporate shills, or not shills, but like a shell of their former self. So my point is, what am I getting at, is that when we see the CEO of a major business or entity such as Miracle-Gro having conversations with the president of the United States about the rescheduling of cannabis, that's what I've been saying this whole time. Now I see the possibility of movement on a federal level, because now we're talking money. Now we're talking influence. Forget about health, forget about science, forget about saving kids. Nope. If it's not moving money and having the massive amount of influence that alcohol, tobacco, pharmaceuticals, firearms all have against our plant, we can't go anywhere. So I just want to play this clip real quick, because it is actually quite promising. Go ahead.
Jim Hagedorn. Jim, let's talk about this first. How do you interpret the fact that Cole made no mention of reclassifying weed as a less dangerous substance? What do you learn from that?
Well, I think he's a career law enforcement guy. I'm not surprised by it. I think there's one person who could change it, and he's told me and others that he will, and that's the president of the United States, Donald Trump, who I'm a major fan of. So I think what he needs to hear is a call from the president or the chief of staff saying this is a promise he made during the campaign, and promises made or promises kept. I think that's what needs to happen. I don't expect, a law enforcement guy to lead with, let's make pot legal, even though it's legal in almost every state in the nation.
41 states at the moment. But Jim, so you spoke to the president recently, like since he's been in office the second time around, and he seemed very open to this reclassification?
Multiple times.
Okay, so I don't know. It just feels like nobody does anything without the president's approval. So one minute he's saying he would reclassify this, or at least consider it. I'm talking about the DEA chief. And then suddenly he's not bringing it up. So let's talk about how this all looks through the prism of your business. And one of the parts of your business is the Hawthorne.
Obviously, I could care less if they're losing money, and obviously they're losing money because it's having an impact on their bottom dollar. But it's having an impact on their bottom dollar, so that's why they care. If they were still able to capitalize and make millions or billions of dollars off this industry, they would keep it as it is, right? Why would they change it? But clearly, it's not working for one of the largest actors. Excuse me, I got hiccups in our space. That leads me to believe that they're going to push on the government. Money's going to start to move. And what do you know? We're going to see some kind of legislative action. So that's my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm curious what you think about that, because the reality is that I am a Canadian, and people give me a hard time about this all the time. What's a Canadian doing talking about American politics? Well, in a nutshell, I am a Canadian with 2 American-based businesses. However, I am also a person of the world that is affected by the legalization of the most influential nation in the world. And I've said this time and time again, that when America dances, the world watches. And if she doesn't dance, the world doesn't dance. It's that simple. And time has proven that. The only reason cannabis has ever been legal in the first place is because of America. It's only continued to be illegal because of America. Countries like Canada, bless my country, that said, you know what? Fuck it to the world. We're going legal, which is now technically in violation of international law. That's it. That's the only reason we see legalization, and we don't see it in another place, in other ways. So, yeah, I'm curious what you guys think. And you know what? And I don't know what's happening there, but you know what? Keep it civil, man. I'd love to have a conversation. And if you're really upset about it, or you really think that I'm steered wrong about this, I want to hear from you. You can at me at Pigeons420 over on X. Okay, at me at Pigeons420 over on X. Okay, if it's something that you really got to say to me, and you feel that I need to see it and respond, I'm giving you the opportunity. I really don't. I've never blocked anybody over there, so whatsoever. And I had a guy that was relentless in regards to harassing me about stuff, and I call it harassment, but because that's really what it is. But I don't care. Go ahead. I don't know. Is it really harassment when it's post after post after post after post after post for like weeks after weeks? Because yeah. I guess I could just turn off the app. But is the responsibility on me? Meh. Maybe a little. I don't know. Maybe it's not harassment. I'm just soft. I'm Canadian. I said it already. I'm sorry. I'm soft. I'm going to apologize for my softness. Shout out to Mr. Bass Drop Keys. YF no. Yeah. Neighbor NN. Yes. Sorry, I tried to piece it all out there. Yeah, Mrs. B's like, listen to me. Yeah, shout out to my boy Bass Drop Keys. He's going to be joining us here in just a few minutes. I'm very thankful for that. He's a great dude, and I'm very excited to be able to sit down and have a conversation with him and dive into all the things he's been doing, because let me tell you, he is a very brilliant man when it comes to content creation, when it comes to business, when it comes to hustle, and I'm very excited to dive into all of that. So stay tuned for that. That's just a couple minutes away here. We're just gonna have a big rip, and we'll get on our way. I want to remind everybody that following this stream, immediately following this stream, literally as long as it takes me to turn the cameras around, I will be live over on twitch.tv/pigeons420. If we could throw a link in there, Mrs. P, if you're on it.
Why do I have 2 mouses?
2 mice. Because they're both plugged in, and I'm not sure where the other one's plugged in, so I don't want to figure it out.
Sorry, that was random, but I grabbed the wrong one, but it worked.
Yeah, it is. They're both plugged in. I was like, darn. So come tune in over on Twitch at Pigeons420, because I will be getting down. We're playing live. We're going to get as high as we can, because we're going to be the stonedest gamer out there, playing Battlefield 6 Beta Day, baby, and you're not going to want to miss this, because the game is fire. Can't wait. So that's right there. So go on over, hit the follow button, and come join the party. That's where we're going to be hitting it up after this. Hitting the after party. We'll be streaming all damn night. I'm not even sure I'm going to go to bed. We're going to stream all damn night. Miss P's like, get the whole bed to myself.
The contractors are coming in the morning.
I know, so I'm just going to be awake. Okay.
Right. I will sleep in then. If you're going to be awake for the contractors, I'll sleep in.
Yeah. Did anyone have any questions in regards to any of the stories we covered, or anything at all? Now would be your opportunity to post that up. Let me see. If not, I want to know what you're smoking on, guys, because it's a blessing to see each and every one of you in the chat. I know I ramble a lot when I'm talking, and I don't look down at my phone. That's where all the comments are. And and then I end up going back, and then I'm quiet, and then I'm not reading, and then I'm answering things from a while ago. So if there's something that you were talking about and that you really wanted to, you know what I mean? And let me know. Chris Stubbs says hundreds of millions are brought in via taxes from cannabis. States sit on not because of drug money. Sit on not because of drug money. Yet it could be sent to Bitcoin or just sit on the books as flat to balance books and states. Sorry, of all the comments I read the one I couldn't even read, dude. I apologize, man. I'm high and it's a little rough. Sorry about that, dude. I apologize. Hard for me to read. What's a Canadian doing talking? Love you, P. I'm always talking. I'm always talking, brother. Always talking. Let's go. Good to see you. Psychotic, dude. Psychotic B, man. 2A Law. Good to see you too, man. I'm installing Battlefield right now. You better. Are boobs good? One of my favorite things. One of my favorite things of all time. Boobs, beer, and buds. And I like explosions and cars. I'm a pretty complicated man. All right? I'm a very complicated man. I'm human. That's it. That's it. I think big content creators should get back not just a giveaway, but sponsor and affiliates. Say dat 420 buds. I think a big content creator should give back not just giveaways, but sponsors and affiliates. You'd be surprised how little a lot of big sponsors make in regards to money. A lot of people think it's a lot of money, but it's not as nearly as much as you think. In regards to sponsorships and affiliates, I know FTS and myself and the guys from the Stash, we do Stash Blend, and for Stash Blend we do affiliates and kind of ambassadors, if you will. And shout out to all the people that are working and grinding for Stash Blend out there. You know, I can think of like Mick Cannabis Luke. There's so many. I don't even want to start to name them, but you know, Mick Cannabis Luke is out there. You know, there's just so many good people out there. Mama Kush is out there, you know, creating content, doing her thing. And yeah, I have heard this before that we need to sponsor people, but dude, I'm telling you, nobody sponsored me until about 5 years ago, and I've been doing this for well over 10 years now. And as somebody who is very proud of the position that I'm in and the opportunities that I have, it was never, it was never handed to me, man. I am a community built person, and I have no one but to thank but the flock for giving me the opportunity to fly, man. And so at the end of the day, it's about building a community. It's about trying to spread, if you're in this for weed or if you're in this for whatever your passion is, it's about spreading the word of that passion, trying to encourage as many people to pursue that passion as possible. Because if you believe that it's changed your life, I'm sure you believe that it's going to change other people's life. And if you can make that a mission and you can make that a statement and run with it, man, I strongly believe that that's how you build a community. And cannabis is a great place to start because there's already a well-established, very tight-knit community that exists that is more than willing to embrace and to harness. So if that's what you're looking for, that's what's going to make the biggest change. I don't think money is going to do anything. There's people in this space that make a lot more money than me, man. A lot more money than me. And although I'm really good at making this look glamorous, it's like it's not as bright as it looks always, right? And the reality is that we struggle like everybody else. And it's about grinding, man, and turning a passion into something that you can do for a living, and to something that you can look back and say that you're proud of, that I did, and I did it without compromising my dignity and the things that I believe in. So, yeah, I'd like to think that I sponsor people in regards to hope, passion, motivation, encouragement, love, every single day. That's what I have to give to everybody else. And I hope that you suck it up, man. Soak it up. That's the word I was trying to say, not suck it. Soak it up, man. Soak it up. That's all I got, man. That's all I got. So, nonetheless, I appreciate you guys being here, man, because it's like you guys are what make this possible. All of you. I see everybody in the chat right now, man. But the work and grind, and it'll pay off. That's it. It will pay off. I don't care what your passion is. I don't care what your hobby is, what your delight is. You will be able to turn that into something that fuels the fire to pursue that and try to find a way to make that something that you can sustainably live from, or live from sustainably. It can happen, man. Literally, it's like I come from, I lived on the streets, a homeless, extreme drug addict. I was raised by like nobody, and yet I still managed to turn the fragmented pieces of what I had to offer the world together and present you this. So it's like, if this can present to you, let me tell you, there is a sunshine for you to smile towards, because if I can do it, so can you. And I know you hear that all the time, because that's what somebody told me. They're like, I've talked to so many successful people, and they always just say, I'm just like you. It's like, you can do it. It just takes hard work. And that's it. That's it. It just takes hard work. It just takes perseverance and dedication to what you believe in to turn it into an opportunity and a dream. So, yeah. Anyways, that's what I got. That's what I got, man. That's what I got. And a little shit talking. That's right. And a little shit talking. Oh, so,
I fixed him.
What was happening?
Just so everybody's aware, I fixed it. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I see. Mrs. P had a huge influence in it.
No, you were already on the mend when
I was
met.
close.
You were.
I was strung out.
I know.
When I remember looking at her, clenching my jaw, just grinding the shit out of it. Looking at her being like, so are we dating? So we're dating? So we're dating? Or something like that?
There was not a whole lot of a question.
It was like, so we're dating. There was a question, but it was like, so we're dating?
Because then one of our friends was like, so what? When you ask her to marry you, are you going to throw the ring at her?
I remember that.
You didn't.
I did not.
I would have laughed if you did, though.
That would have been a great...
Oh my God, that would have been hilarious.
That would have been a great full circle. That is funny, yeah. No, I was strung out when I met Mrs. P. And yeah, Mrs. P was a huge influence on that. But it's like, I made the choice to try to give her something that was worth taking with her for the rest of her life.
You were already in university, though.
Yes, but I was failing miserably.
Yeah, you weren't doing well.
See, I knew how to make good choices. I just didn't know how to execute them. That was really it.
To be fair, neither did I. I was 18 when we met. I didn't know how to be an adult.
It was a long time. We was
figured it out together.
We was babies. Where's my bong?
Somebody asked in the chat much earlier, the boys are back in town?
The boys are back in town. You ready for this, Mrs. P?
I'm not.
You ready for this?
No. We don't have house guests very often. So
ever?
Like, well,
we have people that come by for a barbecue for like 4 hours.
We have the nieces that stay over occasionally, but that's about it. Kids are easy to keep happy.
Yeah. Well, these kids are too.
Fair.
These kids are too. We got the boys coming by. They're going to be dropping by next week for a quick little viz. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited. Oh, get over here. I want to see you guys while I'm taking this, while I'm lighting this candle. Huge shout to Bass Drop Keys. We're going to be joining him right away. I think he's ready.
Set up a tent by the pool. I don't need much.
He doesn't. The man already said. He's already pulling up. He's like, give me anything.
That's fair.
Yeah. He's like, just give me a pisser. He had a pisser and we ripped it out.
Now we're rebuilding it.
And now he's like,
nice.
It's got to be Gucci on my ass or nothing.
It's going to be lovely. We're spending the whole next week working on it before you get here. It will be great, JJ. It will be great.
Oh, it's going to be a wonderful time. It's going to be a wonderful time. Guys, so without further ado, real quick, right after this interview, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be live on Twitch at Pigeons420. We're going to be live all damn night, so come hang out with us. It's going to be a great time. We're checking out the beta day of Battlefield 6. So come hang out. Okay, it's going to be great. Now, without further ado, let's have a great and wonderful conversation with Mr. Bass Drop Keys right after this.
Come on and live your glass. You've won your own free pass to be our guest. If you're stressed, it's fine dining we suggest. Be our guest, be our guest, be our guest.
Yes, sir. Whenever you are.
All right, I'm ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's go.
we've got Bass Drop Keys in the house.
Yeah.
Dude, Bass Drop, thanks for pulling up, man. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Fantastic, man. I'm very excited to be able to sit
I didn't know
down.
you were Canadian for a long time.
Oh, you had no idea?
Yeah, I didn't until you told me last time. Oh, that makes sense.
Dude, yeah, it's
I thought you were like in Oregon or something.
nope, no, it's all Canadian. Only ever been Canadian. I go to America
That's
like a few
okay.
times. Ever since I met the boys from the stash, I have
Right.
I've been to America more than I've ever been, dude. Ever been. It's a beautiful country, and you just recently moved a few months back, yes?
Yep, moved to Vegas.
And where were you before that?
Not too far, not too far from Chris, actually, Mr. Growit.
Oh, really? Good. And where were you before this?
I was living in New Mexico, but I was moving around because ever since 2020, I was living in Texas because, we gotta go even further back than that. I was in the Army. I don't know if you know, but I'm an Army veteran.
Good for you.
And so the Army sent me to Texas. So I was stationed at Fort Bliss in El Paso, Texas. And whenever I got out, I just stayed there. But I'm from Georgia. And so I was there this whole time. And then like April 1st, 2020, right in the middle of COVID, I moved to LA. Whenever I moved to LA, that's whenever I started growing. Because I was already a cannabis content creator, but it's like, smoking, dabbing, that type of stuff.
Mhm.
When you're in an illegal state, they don't mess with users. So, if you're everybody that's watching this, if you want to be a cannabis content creator and you're in an illegal state, you can do how to roll up, how to smoke, dabbing, book sessions, that type of stuff, no problem. But what you can't do is growing. If you start growing in an illegal state, they will come and get you. So I had to wait till I moved to California to start growing. And once I did that, obviously, whenever I came back over here, I wanted to come back in this area to Texas, El Paso area, but Texas is not legal. But New Mexico is legal. So what I did was whenever I moved back, I was on the New Mexico side because El Paso, Texas is right on the border of Texas, New Mexico, and the country of Mexico. So from my house in Texas, I could be in New Mexico in about 3 minutes. And depending on the port, I could be in the country of Mexico in about 8 minutes. Like literally right on the border. And so now I was on the New Mexico side, so I could do everything legal. That's where I moved from New Mexico to Vegas now.
Okay. Keys,
Long explanation, I'm sorry.
no, hey, it's perfect explanation, and it works out too, dude. I had no idea you had military service either. Thank you for your service.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah. From 2000 to 2004, I was in, whenever, 9/11 happened, I started my service for the war on Thanksgiving Day. Obviously, everybody remembers 9/11. That's September 11th. On Thanksgiving, which is November, you guys, in America, everybody watched the Dallas Cowboys play on Thanksgiving. They play every Thanksgiving. While everybody's watching the Cowboys football game, had a Kevlar M16 rucksack, Kevlar vest, gas mask, signed into Kuwait to start my service for the war. Actually went over there.
Respect, brother. Respect. I've got a lot of military in my blood. I have never served. I'm a child of a soldier, and I have.
There you go. Good military family.
Yeah. Yep. Runs deep, and yeah, it's in the blood, man. I got a lot of respect for them, for military personnel, but as importantly, I've got a lot of respect for families of those that serve as well, because a lot of
Sure.
the silent soldiers are the ones that stay home and hold down the fort while mom and dad go to
Yep.
fight for our country, man. And the children and the spouses, it takes a toll, man. It takes a toll. So thank you for your service, brother. Thank you for your service.
Appreciate you. That's definitely true. The family members, can't forget those.
Yeah, you absolutely can. You, sir, are a very busy man. You've got multiple YouTube channels. You've moved. You've got a family. Real quick, for anyone who's listening, man, a little bit about yourself. How'd you get here?
Okay, so well, my birth name is Dwayne Keys. A lot of the people that have been knowing me for 20 years don't even know that my last name was actually Keys. But in the Army, we go by last names. And so even before that, air conditioners came on. Is it okay?
Sounds great.
Fine?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, I just know if the microphone was picking it up. But so yeah, my last name is Keys, but we go by Keys. So a lot of my friends don't even know that my name is Dwayne Keys. Like I said, I'm from Georgia. I was raised in Georgia. Went to college when I was 16. Ended up having a daughter, so that's why I joined the Army. My family was real supportive. They was like, we'll take care of your kid while you're in college, but it ain't their kid. So I decided to join the military because I had other family members in the military, and the military pays right now. I was pays later. Military pays right now. So I joined the military. After I did that, got out, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. When I got out, I was in El Paso, Texas. I knew what I didn't want to do was go back to Georgia. Everybody back there was, getting in trouble. You know how it is, getting in trouble, get people pregnant, the whole rundown. And I didn't want to do that, so I just stayed. Right. You know what it is. You know exactly what it is. And so I just stayed where I was at in El Paso. And then just by watching YouTube is when I decided I wanted to be a cannabis content creator. I haven't watched his videos since probably 2015, but I used to watch a guy, Custom Grow 420. YouTube, you used to do YouTube. That thing in the beginning.
Yep, that's
right. He was like, when I first started, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be the Black Custom Grow 420. And I did my very first video, and I was like, no, that's not my personality. I'm like to show you how to do type of person, how to do this, how to do that, whatever. But what I did get from Custom Grow 420 was, whether you like it or not, because some people find it very annoying at the beginning of the video, say, oh, YouTube, at the beginning, you remember it. So my first thought was I need to have something that will be memorable. And so before I started being a content creator, I used to tell my homies that I'm Bass Drop Keys, your friendly neighborhood Negro, and they just always just laugh. And so I just figured I'll just keep that. And I got so many subscribers just by, when I do that in the beginning of the video, people just start laughing. And so whether you like it or you don't like it, or whatever case, you remember it. That helped me a lot. And so I've been a content creator now since I started 420, 2000. Been doing this 9 years. Took a while to get some traction, but ever since 2020, we've been popping. And because of, well, you know how it is, being in the cannabis niche, seems like the social media people are always messing with us, taking down our channels, taking down our pages. I've had 100 Facebook pages, not exaggerating, or Instagrams. I've had a lot of different stuff that gets taken down. Even when my first YouTube channel got taken down. But because of that, I always have the notion of, I'm a YouTuber, but are you a YouTuber if your channel gets taken down? Are you a YouTuber without a YouTube channel? I started thinking, I sometimes really think this way now, that all of us cannabis influencers, they're going to take all of our channels down at some point. You know what I mean? I used to tell all the homies, you need to find, what's your plan B? What are you going to do if they take this channel down? I'm glad Mr. Groret got the podcast, and now you got podcasts and stuff going on. You got to have something else. Because if they take us down, you're not getting any money the way you've been getting it. You don't have a channel. That's what made me start wanting to be, getting into other niches. Well, people know me, obviously, as Bass Drop Keys, the cannabis person. But if you watch any of the rookie mycologist mushroom videos, that's me. I've been doing that 2 years now. Just hit 145,000 subscribers on that channel. That's great. I got a new gambling channel that just hit 1 million views. It'll be a year in a couple of days. Got almost 8,500 subscribers on there. And I got a real estate finance channel. I'm just always trying to find something that can set me apart from everybody else. And also, I'm a hard worker. And so we don't always got to bring a race into everything, but it's just a part of life. As somebody that's Black, can't be just good. You know what I mean? You can't just be okay. You got to be undeniably good. So I just focus on my craft, trying to get better every day. make a lot of mistakes, but I'm a hard worker. I'm a genuine person, and people seem to relate to me.
Dude, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And you know, it's a good call to life, man, to not just be good, but to be great,
Right.
brother, to be great.
To
And
be
and you're
great.
doing it, man. And you're doing it. You know, your hustle is undeniable. And it's a beautiful thing to watch, man. I first came across you as the rookie mycologist. Your work with
Really?
yeah,
That's crazy. A lot of people say that. I'm like, but you're a cannabis person.
that's right. Yeah, that's right. No, well, first of all, it's crazy how the overlap even happens because whether we know it or not, our audiences fox with each other. You know,
Right,
there's
right.
people that watch you that watch me, and there's people that
Yeah.
watch me that watch you, right? And so it's
Right.
our audiences are, or our community is typically what's really bringing us together, because that's where I get a lot of the information. And people, your content's undeniable, and people in my community talk about you frequently. So yeah, what you're doing is working, and it's even more acceptable, or even more undeniable, is the fact that the YouTube algorithm is allowing it to be on other people's feeds too, because you know that never happens. Where do you find time, man? You know, you're doing the rookie mycologist, you've got bass drop keys,
Right.
YZNN,
YFNN, right?
yep, and then
YFN, your friendly neighborhood Negro. That's what it stands for.
That's it. That's it.
YFNN.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's it. And then you've got the crypto, where are you and your family, dude? Where are you finding time, man?
I just I don't know, things where you make time for what you want to make time for. I know a lot of people that spend a lot of time gaming or listening to music, or you know, people got a lot of different hobbies, whatever. Me, I'm a real deal pothead. I smoke and I do YouTube. So that's what, you know, people like to relax and chill, whatever. I like making YouTube videos.
That's fair.
But I'm just an extremely hardworking person, and for somebody, you know this because you work for yourself. You don't work, you don't eat. And so now that, especially once you have like kind of like a snowball kind of deal, where you got something going and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, that kind of gives you more motivation to keep doing it. You know what I mean? And so you make time for what you want to make time for, and people that's in my life, they know that the content, without content, I can't take care of any of them. Content is number one. So as my grandmother used to say, I was raised by my great grandmother. I mean, first thing comes first. So because of that, I got time to make the video. Sometimes I don't have time to do other things that, you know, you might want to do. But in order to take care of myself and my responsibilities, I make videos. So I got all the time in the world for that.
I love that, man. I love that. Very well said. Your grandmother was a wise woman, I can tell.
Oh yeah, she was. She was great.
Good. You had a lot of strong women in your life, I would assume.
My great grandmother is the person that raised me since I was 3. So that's the person who took care of me and taught me how to throw a baseball and my ABCs and stuff, you know. So my grandfather, he was great, but unfortunately he had a heart attack when I was like 9, and he passed away. He was great, but yeah, my great grandmother was like the number one person in my life until she passed away. Now I got a daughter. I got a 25-year-old daughter. So I put everything into her now. She's number one.
I got a feeling there's a lot of great. I got a feeling there's a lot of great grandma in your daughter. Just
Man,
inadvertently
you know,
by what she's done for you, man.
Right. You know, you just try to teach the same kind of morals and principles. And the main thing is just making sure that you feel loved. That's about the main thing, you know. Whatever you decide to do, it's all good. And my family is no big, you know, some people like disown people for like being gay and all type of crazy stuff, you know. We don't do anything like that. We don't care who you are. We love you. So you're part of the family. We care about you. We love you. Feel free to be yourself. And my family is real religious. I'm not a religious person at all. I'm an atheist. My family is real religious. And one thing I don't like about religion, I'm talking about, I want to go talk about religion. A lot of things I don't like is the people who claim to be so religious never act like it. I got to give my family their credit. They are people who claim to be religious, but actually try to live like somebody who, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those kind of morals and principles, helping out each other, that type of deal. So I got a good family. Give me a lot of principles, and I just try to instill that in my kid. I got a good kid. I ended up with a good kid. You know, you got any kids?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I've got one. I got a son, 14.
14, son 14. That's it? No other kids?
No other kids. No, no, one and done.
One and done. I heard that. You know, when you have kids, you really are like a crapshoot. You might mess around and raise the next Oklahoma bomber or something. You know what I mean? You might mess around and raise a school shooter.
You know what?
I got real lucky.
The reason your daughter is such a great woman is because she's raised by a great man. And I believe that wholeheartedly, dude. And no one raised the Oklahoma bomber. Nobody raised these people. These are people that were clearly left to their own devices, didn't have the raising and the upbringing that they needed and deserved, and then turned to their own devices. And a lot of the times, I don't blame the kids. It's like when you got bad dogs, man. It's like it is, in my opinion, it is never the dog's fault. In the same way,
dog owner.
Yeah, it's the owner's fault. The dogs didn't learn this from somewhere, or, they had to learn it from somewhere. And I believe that's the same way with kids, man. If you've got a good kid, they're learning it from somewhere. And I can tell.
We've got a lot of love in my family. You know, obviously every family got, messed up everybody. That's every part of life. But it's a lot of love, so that's the main thing, I think.
It's the foundation of all communities, man. So being busy, walk me through a day in the life of Keys. What's it look like for you from the start of the day to the end?
Okay, well, it really depends on what exactly are we doing, because I'm on a reverse schedule, and I stay up all night, all day, and I usually go to sleep around in between 8 a.m. and noon. Somewhere is when I go to sleep. So I'm sleep for about 4 or 5 hours, so I'm up in the afternoon. But like, say, for instance, yesterday, what did I do yesterday? Okay, so I told you I moved from New Mexico to Vegas. I still own properties in New Mexico. So actually on Tuesday, I'm flying back because those properties, I'm furnishing them so I can turn them into Airbnbs. Right now, I'm just paying the mortgages on them, but there's nobody there. There's just an empty shell. And so instead of just sitting there, I'm going to turn them into Airbnbs and try to get some profit off of them. You know what I mean?
Smart.
So yesterday, I had a couple meetings dealing with that. And I had a meeting with my property manager who's going to be handling the properties, because obviously I'm in Vegas, so I can handle them myself. Got a property manager. And I had a meeting with the owner of the furniture company, did a deal with him, bought all the furniture for the places. Then I know I got a gambling channel. I met 2 other YouTubers at the Strat and did a collab video with them. When I came back here, I had to harvest the mushrooms and dry those, which I did. I transplanted 2 cannabis plants yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about when then I had to take a shower, eat, all that stuff. Got up, got a podcast with you. Amazing. I got another podcast a couple hours after we finished. Then I got more mushrooms to harvest down. You see what I'm saying? So my day can consist of everything. So it's a whole bunch of running around, a whole bunch of errands, a whole bunch of, and plus, I don't know if you guys know, but I edit everything. So all the thousands of videos that you guys have seen from me, I do my own editing. I film everything. I do everything. I'm a one-man show. Nobody does anything for me. I do everything myself. So in the midst of all that stuff, you got an hour here, I edit a video for the next day. Got an hour and a half here, edit a video for, you see what I mean? Get everything in whenever you can get it in. I tried to make a schedule, like by block, but my life is so hectic that I can't stick to that. Because I could be doing something right now and then somebody call and, hey, we got this opportunity for you. And then, you know what I mean? But I can't go by schedule. I basically got a bullet point of things that need to happen today, and I make them happen. I know what order, but I make the things that got to happen today, I make them happen and try to get some rest and do it again the next day. I always feel like I'm behind.
That's the
I mean, I don't ever feel like I'm caught up with anything. It's like, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? Because you make the video, you post it, you just spend like 30 minutes looking at the analytics. Okay, I guess it's doing okay. On to the next one. We don't have time.
You don't. That's the hustle of owning your own business, being an entrepreneur, right?
Yes.
I read something one time that said, I quit my job to work for myself so that I wasn't working 16 hours a day, but now you just work 24 hours a day and
Right,
you need
right.
sleep. Mrs. P and I, like my wife and I, we have to make the conscious decision to turn it off at 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock,
Right.
we cannot. We've got a family, we live in the same home, and it's very easy to get caught up in the business and just work all damn day. But it's like, you have to have that come home and unwind moment where it's like, how was your day? And you just let it go. You let it go. Do you struggle with that?
I mean, it's not a struggle, but it's
We
not a
take a
balance
break.
either. Because if people talk about work-life balance, there is no work-life balance. It's work, 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 work. But it's not a struggle because it's not a balance. It's work. You know what I mean? I'm working. But the thing is, you work really hard now so that later on you get to chill. And so I'll be 44, 11 days. No, I look 25, guys, black and gray. But my accountant told me in the next 48 months I could be a millionaire. Self-made. You understand? And so when I have this kind of opportunity because of my, you need a little bit of luck, but a lot of hard work. You got that kind of like goal that that you have the ability to hit, kind of like just motivation. I want to go, 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 go. I want to see how big I can get. I never wanted to be regular. People always want to make you feel bad because you have aspirations of being more than what you are today. If you're listening to this podcast and you have any aspirations in your heart of being more than you are today, don't let the people around you tell you that you can't do it. Because when I started, I told my best friends, I thought they were my best friends, so-called best friends at the time, hey guys, I figured out what I want to do. I want to be a YouTuber. I'm going to be big. You know what they did? They laughed at me. And I told them, I'm real big into shoes and clothes and stuff. I got like over 300 pairs of shoes. And how I paid for everything when I first started was by selling shoes. We was already doing that anyway. So I sold a bunch of shoes so I could get the LLC, trademarks, and back then it wasn't ETG. You actually had to buy the shirts, different sizes, get them made, have them stored at your house. People ordered it. You go run through the boxes, do all the packages, ship. You know what I mean? So to pay for all that stuff, I was like, yo, guys, I showed a bunch of shoes. I got this vision. It'll be big. These guys laughed at me. And you fast forward 9 years, they're still in the same spot that I left them in. I'm balling. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
I'm balling. You can't tell me what's possible because I watch you, CLTV, Mr. Canucks Grow, Mr. Grow It, learn how to grow. Fast forward a couple of years, now I'm your peer. I watched you learn how to do this. Now people will say that I'm your peer. Now I got your phone number. I can call you right now. I can pick up the phone and call Mr. Grow It right now. You know what I mean? But people can't tell me what's possible. Same thing happened in the mushroom side. All these great people, Willie Michael, 96 Mycology, TGT, Philly Golden Teacher, Boomer Shroomer. I watch all their videos, learn how to grow mushrooms. Started my channel. 45 days later, I'm doing a podcast with them. 2 years later, I passed almost all of them in views and not views, but subscribers in 2 years. You can't tell me what's possible. Yesterday, I did a video with Vegas Day Tripper, who is he has a gambling channel, and he's great with craps. I watched him to learn how to play craps, and yet I've been doing this a year. And yesterday, I did a video with him. So nobody can't tell me what's possible. I watch people on YouTube. I decide I want to do it, and within a short period of time, I'm right up there with them. I'm a real self-aware person. I'm not the best. I'm not better than all these people, but I'm a peer. I'm in the conversation. Just a short period ago, I was a fan. For people that can't see your vision, you can't make somebody see something. You have to believe it yourself, and you have to go for it. So anybody that's watching this, you want to do this, can do it. Don't let somebody tell you can't. You know what's in your heart. You know how much work you're willing to put in. If you're willing to put in the work, be consistent, be yourself, don't be fake or try to be somebody else. You can make this work. And I hope you do, because it's changed my life. It really has. I can do whatever I want to. I can literally, if I want to right now, I'm in Vegas. I can go to Harry Reid Airport with no bags. Say I want a trip to Paris and go right now if I wanted to. I can do that. That's a great feeling. I wish everybody could have that. So if you have any inclination of being a content creator, I wish you guys would do it, because some of y'all have the skills and the determination that will make great content creators, and we would love to see what you turn into. But we'll never know because you're scared to try. Imagine that.
You're absolutely right.
I'm over here preaching, man.
Hey,
I'm sorry, I took over your podcast, man.
Nah, dude, nah, it's your time to shine, my brother. You know what? You're full of wisdom. You're full of great advice, and you're a prime
I
example.
want to give people some motivation, man, to be a content creator. It's a great life.
Because you did it, man.
It's really hard at first. But if you can make it work, guys, I'm trying to tell you, it's a great life. You can do it.
It is a beautiful
life. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm going to let you speak, man. I can only agree, man. It is a beautiful life, and it opens doors for you, and it provides an opportunity.
I want to motivate some people that you can do this, guys. I'm trying to tell you, everybody that you love, Pigeons, me, Mr. Girl, all these people that you love, they're no different than you. You just had an idea that, this is what we want to do. We worked hard at it, and it paid off. You can do the same.
You're absolutely right.
We're not special. We just decided this is what we wanted to do. We're willing to put in the work. You can do the same. I'm telling you can do it.
And it's like anything. It's like anything, man. If you put your mind to it, you hustle and grind, you're going to do it. Have you ever heard of the saying, like 1,000 hours of anything can make you
10,000 hours.
10,000
hours.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
you've
sir.
heard of it. I haven't. Yep. There you go. 10,000 hours.
Yes,
I believe in that, man. I believe in that, because nobody else.
You know, so crazy. What you just said just made me think of something. When I first started, when I first started, you don't know what you're doing. Well, I don't know about you. When I first started, I have no experience at all making a video. Never made a video in my life. So the first video that I did took like 8 hours to film, because you don't know what shots you need. Film all this extra stuff that you never use. And then the editing, I never edited a video. That took like another 4 or 5 hours. If you spend 12, 13 hours on this video, you put it out, 2 views. I just spent 12 hours, 13 hours of my life for 2 views. You keep doing it, and for whatever reason, I don't know if it's ego, but you start feeling like, yo, I deserve views. I deserve people to subscribe to me, which is insane. You don't deserve anything. And so because of that, I ended up stopping for like a year, because I did it for like a year, and I wasn't getting the views and the subscribers and everything. So I was like, you know what? Kind of like punked out and just said, you know what, forget this. And just left it alone. I never come back. I didn't come back to look at the channel. Didn't even care. I'm like, I'm over it. I came back in a year, and like one video had like 7,000 views. One video had like 4,500 views. And I had like 200 subscribers. Now I had like 2,900. I was like, this cannot be all luck. It can't be all luck. It's got to be some kind of method to this. That's when I started like trying to figure out and studying, how do you grow on YouTube? And so for anybody that's thinking about doing this, no matter what your niche is, it don't matter if you got a beauty channel. I watch a channel, guys in Mexico, they just go around and get shoe shines. It's a shoe shining. And I don't know what it is about it, but I love that channel. There's somebody out there for everybody, guys. So whatever you like, don't think I'm trying to tell you, you love iguanas. There's iguana channels that got millions of views. Whatever you like, you can do it. I'm trying to tell you, it's just so crazy. You got a way of saying things that keep triggering things in my head. I like you.
Dude, I appreciate it. Dude, and bring it on, man. Bring it on. I'm all about the conversation, man. I just enjoy talking to people, man. And you and I are.
How long you been doing this?
Like what? YouTube or like
a content creator?
I started creating content. Like I was a blogger before I started doing vlogs, videos. So I started doing blogs in 2014, and then I started on YouTube doing videos in 2016. And yeah, and I did the same thing. I had no idea what I was doing, man. I never made videos. I never edited. I did everything on my phone. I didn't even have a computer until like 5 years ago. Yeah. And so, yeah.
You started videos 2000. We started the same year then. That's crazy.
A long time ago, man. And it was a different atmosphere back then. You could create much differently. you could just kind of create from the heart, if you will. But now YouTube has turned into a much more clean. It's edited. It's much more professional. Whereas it used to
more
be
like a business. You know what I mean? It used to be able
yes.
just to record anything raw. And people used to like the raw stuff.
YouTube. It just used the you.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It really used to mean that.
Right.
And I honestly believe it's actually going to go back to that. I believe that it's actually going back to the more raw content and the less edited stuff. I do believe that because nobody wants another Netflix. We have Netflix. We what we want is people, is the you. But yeah, no, it's been a long time. But now you distracted me in regards to where we were just. No, it's okay. We were just talking about something in regards to the hustle, man, and putting in the hours. And
right. Sorry.
No, it's good. Honestly, it was a segue of a segue, anyways. I'm trying to find it here real quick, but I'm probably gonna lose it. What got you into making? I want to talk about the mushrooms first. What got you into making the mushroom content?
Okay, so I was already known as a cannabis guy, and just to be quite blatantly honest and quite frank, I still feel this way. I don't think that I get the respect from the cannabis community for the work that I put in. A lot of people do respect me, and I appreciate that. But for as like the peers, I think some people think I'm a damn gimmick or something, and so I was kind of like over it in a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm attracted by certain companies, so I'm doing my videos or whatever. But I was just kind of over it, looking for something different. And I always been interested in mushrooms. So, you start watching a couple videos here and there, and I'm looking at the niche, and I'm always, because I've done this in multiple niches now. I think I do a very good job of looking at a niche and trying to figure out, is there a place for me in this niche? The people that's doing videos, can I do a video better than them or different than them or like another take or another side of it, whatever? Well, as I was looking at the mushrooms, I really felt, I don't know what it is, but I really felt that I could come in and blow up pretty fast in the mushrooms, because I'm looking at the videos that people are making, and some of the people are making great videos, but they're not talking to people like me. You know what I mean? I don't mean black people. I mean just kind of like modern, hip, kind of young. You know what I mean? They're not talking to people like me. So I was thinking, after I watched some more videos, you're always looking for what's the hook? What's the hook of my channel? What can I? And what I always do is I look for something that's true that I can like hang it on. And so what I came up with is just the truth. Guys, I never grown mushrooms in my life. I want to learn how to grow mushrooms. Maybe you guys want to come along for the journey. We can learn how to grow together. And so once I had the idea, I posted some mushrooms. A friend of mine that lives close to me in New Mexico, he had probably a couple pounds of mushrooms, maybe 4 or 5 pounds of mushrooms he had. I took a couple pictures with the mushrooms and put them on my Instagram, and the pictures just blew up. And this was sealed the deal because I'm a real man. I know your wife's listening to this. A couple attractive women up in my inbox and said, "Oh, you grow mushrooms? I love guys that grow mushrooms." I said, "Really?" "Hell yeah, I grow mushrooms." Never grew a mushroom in my life. That was the day I started the channel. Right there. I was already thinking about it, but once you get that little, "Oh, you girls like mushrooms?" Well,
so do I.
Guys do a lot of stuff because of women. You know what I mean?
It's a great cause.
So I had the idea. Yeah, but what kind of put me over the top was, "Oh, you girls like mushrooms, eh? I'm growing mushrooms." But no, I do like just trying different things. I'm a real entrepreneurial spirit type of person, so I'm the kind of person who will try 15 things. Hope 1 or 2 of them will work. If they don't, we'll try 15 more things, and I'm just going to keep trying things until I get something that will. Like right now, I'll never run out of ideas. I have ideas right now for 6 more YouTube channels. I just don't have time to do them. You know what I mean? People tell me all the time, you need a podcast, you need a podcast. I see people who who there are podcast houses. If I had the ability to just be able to just come in, sit down, put on the headphones, and just do the podcast, and somebody else could take care of the editing and the everything else, I would do it. Everything that I'm hands on. I don't have time to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I wish I did have like a podcast house or something like that, so I could do a podcast. I believe I got some interesting things that people would like to hear, and people seem to like my point of view. But you still got to have time to do it. Like we said, I'm limited on time.
Time is the most valuable resource we have, and you learn that very quickly, especially when you're it's a hustler's ambition, brother. It's like the ideas are always there. We're always working, we're always trying to be the best version of ourselves and trying to be great, and it's like it puts a lot of pressure on you too as well.
I don't know if I told you this, but there's a guy that really disliked me because of you.
Oh, really?
I was right, he was wrong. Yeah. So what happened was, this is before, you remember you used to not show your face.
That's correct. Yep.
You used to do those videos where you'd be sitting on the couch, your head's cut off, but you got the coffee and you're talking and everything.
It's a long time ago. Yep.
Right. This is before you showed your face. This I told you I've been watching you for a minute, man.
Yeah. And you can't even find those videos aren't even on my channel anymore. I've had to delete them.
Yeah, I don't know where those videos are. Well, you know where they are.
I had to delete them. Yeah, because that's what got my channel deleted. First, because I was deleted too, and I had to come back and shit. And so, needless to say, sorry to interrupt you. You can't even find those. So
no, you're good. Yeah, that's
the
great.
fact
So
that
you
you're
know what
pulling
I'm
this
talking
up.
about.
Yeah, it's some receipts. Yeah, you got some receipts.
Yeah. So this at this time, I had a group called Do You Dab 420 on Facebook, and over 50,000 people in it. Okay. So one of the guys in there, his name is not important, but he's from Hawaii. I'm gonna send this to him. He tried to tell me up and down that showed your face, and whether I'm trying to tell you, this is like probably a year before you showed your face. I'm trying to tell you, I watch this guy every day. He hasn't shown his face yet, right? So he wants to do all the research and yada yada. So it turns out he was wrong. I was right. And this guy got so mad at me, he hasn't talked to me since. Just over that stupid fact. I'm like, you weirdo.
Dude, I tell you, the internet is a crazy place. You didn't even know this guy, right? It was just a guy from the internet, right?
Just a guy off the internet.
Yeah, the internet is a crazy place, brother. I never showed my face ever. While I was chest up, there was never one time. It never slipped. Nothing. I
used to watch you every day.
Yeah. Dude, that's crazy.
But not every day, but every video you post, I used to watch.
It was a different time back then, brother. It was a different time back then. But I want to circle back around to you because you're making me blush here, brother. Watching you do the mushroom content. What I particularly enjoy is what you said in regards to you're just trying to bring people along. It's a journey with you, and that is what I really enjoy. It's not like you're not coming to a sermon. Nobody's preaching anything. You're in this for a journey and an adventure, and you kind of get what you get, and that's the best part. I think that's the best part because then we all learn together.
I think people
and you don't hide things
because it's like show everything. I was making a point about I was talking about cannabis channels, but it can be in anything. You know what I'm talking about because you've been around for a minute. But I don't like, I ain't gonna say any names because you're a real kind of come together type of person. I want to start any trash on your channel. But I don't like content creators. Everything they post is fire. These people never had a bad growth. Ever got fungus gnats, ever got mold, ever got bud rot. Never had a bad day, never had a leaf wilt, nothing. Every time they post, everything is perfect. And we know that's not life. That's not growing. What you're doing is you're picking out what you want to show. You're filming everything and you're only posting the good stuff. I don't trust people like that or channels like that. I want to see the real. People see the real with me. That's why they like me because I show everything. So whenever they mess around and have a problem, they saw me. I had the problem too. Just a part of the game, and we learn from it and we move on. These people who try to make themselves look like something that they're not, I don't like that. And what people like out of me is I don't act like I'm an expert. My mushroom channel is called The Rookie Mycologist. So I'm doing the best that I can. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to try to learn from them, get better every day. People really respect that as opposed to somebody preaching, telling them this, and I'm an expert and you listen to me and all this stuff. I never do that. I come in as a place of being humble, trying to learn. And I messed up this, but let me tell you what I'm going to do to try to fix it this time. We try again. You know, all of my channels is we get knocked down, but you get back up. Everybody gets knocked down. We're gonna get back up and try again.
That's what it is.
If you do it that way, I think people kind of just they respect. They look at me, no matter the race, gender, nationality, none of that stuff. They look at me and they see a genuine person who's trying really hard, and they see themselves in me. Like that's how I would do it if I was doing it. Being as honest as you can be. Don't lie. Don't fudge stuff. Like you were saying, these people on the internet are so crazy. This guy yesterday, I have a Discord, just like you. I have a Discord. I made it free because for the first like 2 years it was paid. And I was like, you know what? I'd rather just make it free, give everybody their refunds, made it free, and then we got way more people in there now, obviously. So one of the rules in the Discord, which is all that rule in everybody's Discord, is no self-promotion, which is don't come in my Discord, post in your Discord. I mean, that's just normal content creator etiquette, right? Okay. This guy comes in my Discord and every channel posts his Discord on every channel. So I kicked him to the curb, right? This guy has the audacity yesterday because I told him and everybody else, don't be disrespecting me. Coming in my Discord, posting that's disrespectful. Now, let me tell you how much privilege this guy got. He so mad that I wouldn't let him post his Discord in my Discord on every channel and all this stuff because I do have places like I have a YouTube channel where if you have a YouTube channel, because I try to encourage everybody to have a YouTube channel, every video you post, you can post your video in the YouTube channel, and everybody in there, they want to look at it, they can look at it. That's a group of people that you can turn into your audience. I do that for people. Anyway, so I kicked this guy out. This guy, I did a live video yesterday too because I had a giveaway, like a cash giveaway, $300 cash giveaway. So before I did the giveaway, I told everybody, don't be coming to my Discord disrespecting me and all this other stuff, right? This guy gonna take that video and send it to all my sponsors talking about you want somebody like this representing you. He won't even let other people grow their communities inside his community. This is the kind of stuff I got to deal with. I'm like, are you fucking shitting me right now? Can we cuss on here?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah. So it's just dealing with different weird people like that, which those kind of people make you not want to do anything. You know what I mean? Just not. People act like because they watch us on YouTube that we owe them something. You ever get that feeling like, yo, I've been watching you 2 years. That's like me saying to you, I've been watching you years, man. You owe me, bro. Oh, you gave me the knowledge I was looking for when I watched the video. You know what I mean? So some of you guys some of y'all need to back off, man. I tell you.
The thing is, I 100% know what you're talking about. I 100% agree with you. And this is something that most of the time somebody that's not trying to build a community won't know anything about. And so right. The idea of not self-promoting is should be a very well-known, unwritten rule. However,
right. If somebody else's, if you're on social media, sure, but you don't come inside somebody else's Facebook group.
No.
Hey guys, you want to come join my group?
No, of course not. No, and you don't come into Discord with your own Discord, and you don't come into my stream, my Twitch stream, and drop links and tell me your stream, and check me out. That's very common. Yeah,
that's exactly what they did yesterday too.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be streaming at 7:00. Come check me out.
No.
Why don't you tell your audience that? Why you telling my audience that?
I also in my area have a place in my Discord for people to self promote, because I want it's a creator lounge, I like to call it, where creators get to meet creators, and you can create
you
a
have
community.
a place for that, though.
That's correct. There is a time and a place, and it's no different than walking into a cannabis shop, for example, or a business, and yelling out in the middle of the square your business and where to get different deals and so on. That just doesn't happen.
You guys sell weed here? Hey guys, come to my weed shop.
It's cheaper over here. No, it's not how it works, man. No, you're gonna get yourself beat up.
King run up in McDonald's and be like, "Hey guys."
No, exactly. So
come over here.
It happens, man, and it happens a lot. And like, unfortunately, and the way you dealt with it is fine. I think it is okay. And another thing, when you mentioned having people reach out to your sponsors, this happens to me all the time. And I'm very thankful that I work with companies that don't give a shit. And they
right.
I don't mean they don't give a shit. They just don't. They understand.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
They believe in me, and they understand that, at worst, I'm calling out bad actors and so on and so forth. So I don't mind this. I remember.
That's what I told him yesterday. I said, bro, reached out to my sponsors to tell them that. What do you think's going to happen?
Mm-hmm. Nothing. Yeah.
Companies that you reached out to, I've made each one of them over $1 million. They're going to get rid of me because you couldn't build your community in my. What do you think's going to happen?
Right.
I just keep it. Sometimes you just got to listen. I'm not the person that's going to sugarcoat. I talk about this on all my live videos about. I don't like whenever I'm scrolling on. I'm a YouTuber, just like you.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm scrolling on YouTube or even any social media platform, and somebody's doing like a live video, you see they might got like 30 or 40 people. You're like, oh, cool. What's going on over here? You check in, I see what they're doing, what they're talking about. And everything that they're doing on the stream is kissing ass, trying to get everybody to like them and all this. Man, y'all got to stop that stuff, man. Because what you're doing is making it seem like the way of a content creator is to kiss your ass. There ain't gonna be no ass kissing over here. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna give you your respect because you deserve that. But it won't be any ass kissing. I wish all of you content creators, be yourself, man. Stop bending over backwards trying to make people that's never gonna like you. Everybody's not gonna like you.
Nope.
What you should do is just be yourself, be the best you that you can be, and deal with it that way instead of being so fake and phony. I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna start. I ain't gonna start, but I want to start calling out some of you fake content creators by name. I ain't gonna do it because whatever, do whatever you want to. Just know that the real ones see you. You don't think very much of you.
Yeah, you know what, and I think the longevity too it's limited, man, because you can only put on that face for so long before shit catches up with you. And there's a reason.
I won't can you lie.
That's it. There's a reason that the ones that have been in this for as long as they have been in this for as long as they have, because it's authenticity, man. As far as I'm concerned, it's like I'm a fairly open book, and I like to speak my mind. I'm not trying to be an asshole, although that does happen, and I don't mean for it. Because a lot of people think that I'm very cultured. I'm a high city guy. I'm a small town dude. I'm from a town of less than 1,000 people. We don't, we still party as a community together. It's like, I don't get out very much. And so it's like around here, we just do things differently. We speak our minds, we speak freely, and we're not ashamed of that. We shouldn't be ashamed of that. Right. And you know what, back to like the obsession part, and it's like, it's few. I always feel like it's a vocal minority, meaning they're just
the loud and the few.
They're just fucking loud, dude. And it's like, it sounds like that makes up the larger portion, but it doesn't. And that's the same thing with like the creators, the ones that are not being authentic or true or whatever, just trying to sell you something. It's like, not only is it's transparent, you can see through it, but it's not going to last. It's not going to last. I lost my point there, dude. I can't remember what my exact point was.
Oh, you made a point. Trust me, you made a point. And I agree with you.
But I also don't think, when you say about not calling people out, it's like, A, dude, I don't mind calling people out either, but B, it's like, you know what they eat doesn't make me shit. So it's
Right.
like,
Exactly.
do
That's why I'm
that,
like,
do that, do them, because we're hustling, man. And it's like, I don't have time. I don't have time to worry about what's going on over there. And now I remember what I was talking back to in regards to, you mentioned that you felt as if in the cannabis content creation space,
Right.
you're not given the respect you deserve, or felt like a gimmick. I want to be
Right.
I want to be very open here, because I get accused very often of gatekeeping information, people, all this, because I have a podcast. I have a couple podcasts now, and I get to
Yep.
choose who comes on and so on and so forth. So we get accused of gatekeeping. The second thing I also get accused of is not engaging with the community, the content creator community. And then in return, it's looked at as if I'm just an asshole and I don't want to engage, because some
Right.
creators have come to me in tears that they think I don't like them, simply because I have never said hello, or I've never engaged or interacted. There are so many creators in this space right now that are bigger than me, that I have no idea who they are. And
Right.
and that's not a testament because
I know what you mean.
deserve the respect. It's simply that I'm so focused and I'm so
Yeah,
horse
doing what you're
blinders
doing.
That's
Yeah.
it, bro. That it's
Can't
like,
focus on everybody else, right?
no. And unless our paths are going to physically cross, the only reason I ever met up with Rob from CLTV is because our communities, my comments section, I could not get through my comment section without people saying, team up with CLTV, hit up CLTV, they want to do something with you. And I asked Rob years later, I was like, dude, did you like put out a campaign for your people to reach out to me? He's like, nope. I was like, dude, really the only reason I reached out to you is because I felt as if the universes literally needed us to talk to each other, because our communities just were like, talk to each other. And that was it. That's the only way we collided. And then since then, the only reason I've collided with anybody else is because of the boys at From the Stash. So
Right. It's so crazy that you said that, because I first met you and Chris, Mr. Grow It, and remember we did that thing at AC Infinity in LA.
yeah. Well, it was the Growers Gauntlet.
Yeah, the Growers Gauntlet. There we go. That's where I met you guys. So when I walked in, I saw Chris. Everybody that's watching, Chris is Mr. Grow It. Okay.
Yep.
I saw him. I was like, yo, I've been trying to get a hold of you. No, and I didn't say I was trying to get a hold of you. I said, Joe, said, geez, I said, you know who I am? He said, man, I've been trying to get a hold of you for a while. You don't ever check your Instagram DMs. I said, I don't, because Instagram, there's people trying to buy something of this and get me to sell them this, and I don't do any of that shit. So I just stopped looking in there. And he was like, you got to check your Instagram DMs. I've been trying to get a hold of you for a minute. I go and look, and you, all this time, but really just let you know about perception is everything. Attitude is everything. And so for a long time, I'm thinking, why am I not on this podcast? Why am I not doing this? Why am I not doing that? I feel like I'm one of the more popular people that's doing what we do. And turned out I look in the Instagram inbox and all these people asking me to do all this stuff. It's been trying to get a hold of me for a minute. I'm thinking, you know what I got to do? I got to work harder. What I got to do is I got to work harder. I got to go even harder. I got to do more grows and show them I got even more skills. That way these guys will fuck with me. You know what I mean? And it turns out I've been trying to get a hold of me for a long time. And I didn't even know it.
Dude.
My attitude was just like, yo, I got to go harder. I got to work harder. You know what I mean? Attitude is everything, because you could be like, somebody would take that as, and then they'll do it and start hating on you. Oh, these guys don't like me, man. Fuck them and all this kind of stuff. No. We don't do that. We don't do that. We focus on what we can focus on. And I bet if I get better, they'll have me on. You know what I'm saying? So that I took it that way. And so whenever you said that, I was like, what? And I look, and it's true. All these great people, I'm thinking I got to go hard and stuff, and they already reached out to me. It just makes you feel validated in some sense. You know what I mean? Like all you people thought that I was fucking full of shit. No, these people, they see the hard work. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just good to be acknowledged.
You're
Like,
absolutely
yo, bro,
right.
I see what you're doing.
You
know
are
what I mean? That's
absolutely
good
right.
enough.
Yep. You're absolutely right, man. And you know what? It's like the larger that I've gotten, the larger my platform's gotten, my community's gotten. It's like I see this now, and I see that it, you know, an attaboy, a pat on the back, a slap on the ass goes a long way to just say, you know what? Keep doing you, man. And so I've incorporated segments now into the show where it's like we do community highlights, and we're trying to look at people that are just doing their thing and this is literally where it's like the podcast exists, where it's like I want to talk about this community because this community's gotten so big. People like yourself, there's so many unique, incredible, talented personalities out there that it's like I want to talk to them. I want to get to know them. And when you talk about that you want to start up a podcast, dude, yeah, you need to start up a podcast. You have a lot to offer this community in regards to not only the questions that you're going to ask, the stories that you're going to get out of people, but your own stories, the things that you want to tell, and then the conversations that are then going to come from your guests. Starting a podcast was honestly something that I knew that I really, really wanted to do before I did it. And I would, in the same way that you're encouraging everyone else to get out and do their thing, dude, you 100% should explore a podcast. And I know you said that time is of the essence. Consider,
and then it's like, you know, it's real saturation too. You know, like everybody and their grandma got a podcast now.
Yeah, but,
you know, I mean? Like,
you know what? But everyone, you know, it's like clothing, dude. Like the clothing industry, people are still starting new clothes. Everybody's been wearing shirts since, you know, this beginning of time, right? But still people are dropping sweet merch, right? So it's like oversaturation for sure, but oversaturation in talentless, bland content.
And there's always room for somebody doing something, you know, great. It's one of the things where like got to take the time to I think you just don't start something and be great automatic. Well, I guess you can, but most people start something, maybe you're okay at it, or maybe you suck at it, and then over time you get better at it, you know. And so I try to be 100 with everything that I do. And so I think it would just take some time to do it. And also, like I said, I have to make that work in conjunction with everything else I got going on. That's a sacrifice right there, right in this moment.
I get it, dude. I recently hired an editor. Shout out to Matt. He's an incredible dude. And, you know, I'm telling you, man, it has allowed for me to do things that I never thought possible in regards to creating. Don't get me wrong. I've really enjoyed the evolution of my editing skills and working editing and creating projects. But dude, as someone who values time, I think you, sir, could really benefit from an editor. They're not overly expensive. Of course, you know, the better you want, the better they're going to, you know, more expensive they're going to be. But more importantly, getting an editor that's going to grow with you too, I think is really important, man, because the hours that you're spending editing could be hours that you're creating. Time in front of the camera, right? And I think there'd be a lot of value there. I think you'd enjoy that.
Yeah, I'm just so used to doing everything myself, you know.
I 100%.
And then it's one of those things where nobody's going to be as passionate about your stuff as you are.
You're 100.
Even somebody that has your best intentions in mind and really care about you, that doesn't mean that they're going to understand your vision of what you're trying to do. Is it save time to try to explain your vision to somebody else, or just to do it if you can do it? And you know, it's like I'm stuck between that.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you.
No. That's it. Yeah, that's it. I'm just stuck in that area of nobody cares about it more than me. Nobody's going to put in the time more than me. And whether if somebody else does something and it don't work out, then I don't like that. I'd rather everything's on me. Don't work, it's on me. I'll deal with it. I'll try to get better. If it does work, it's on me. Everything's on me.
That doesn't change.
There's no opportunity to blame somebody else. Everything is on me. You know?
And that doesn't change, dude. I honestly believe that doesn't change. The larger we get, I think, I believe, and I'm kind of just speaking off the top of my head here, I believe that managing people is inevitable in growing, right? Especially when it comes to a business, right? And I 100% agree with you. I think that it is going to be very difficult, not impossible, but very difficult to find somebody who has that same passion for you that you have. possible,
right.
not impossible. So, but I do believe that there is some, you have to relinquish some creative freedom, or
Yeah, you definitely can't micromanage.
that's it, man. Like Matt, for example, is incredible at his job, and he's incredible at what he does, and I can tell that him and I and our editing skills are very similar. And so when I see something he does, I'll be like, well, I would do this. And importantly is that he is able to take that criticism, and it's not like I'm shitting on him every time. He gives me something that he thinks is great, and then I look at it, and then I try to make it into me, the personality, into my thing. And so I'll watch the whole thing, and then list a few items that I think need to change. And then a lot of the times, not only will he change them, but a lot of times I'll be like, you know what, whatever you think works here, I think will work well. And to let him have that freedom too, I think is very important, so that I can then, he's going to spend 6, 8, 10 hours on that edit. I'm in the garden. I'm out with my son. I'm creating the next video. You know, the world just unlocks when I don't have to edit. And more importantly, it's like I can actually edit other things too. Like if I want to edit like a short film, if I want to edit something for Twitch, a stash blend video or something, it's like, then I can do that too, right? So I understand the hesitation, but I think it's inevitable, especially with your hustle and your growth, that you're gonna.
I feel like you feel too. But I mean, what I just started doing was I hired my daughter to take over some of the admin work for me.
Precisely.
And so she has a good job. She works for an accountant, and she's going to school to be an accountant as well. She's almost done, but she's off on Mondays, and so that she could use a couple extra dollars. And she's like me. She's like an independent person. She don't want to be given anything. So I said, okay, well, how about this? How about instead of me, because I'm like, I was just looking for like an extra, $600 a month, whatever. So like $150 a week, I can just give it to you. She's like, no, that ain't. He wants to work for it, you know what I mean? So I said, great. How about work for me then? And so we're just starting to do that now. And like a lot of the uploading the different websites and a lot of the stuff that somebody else really can do, you know what I mean? It would just take time I could spend doing something else. She's going to take over all the admin stuff. We're just training her on all that stuff now. But yeah, I feel exactly what you're saying. Exactly what's going on, because nobody cares more than me, but my kid cares about me, so we're going to let her do it.
Yeah, good for you, man.
She's definitely able to do it, no problem. So
I'm 100% a fan of family businesses too, man. I do think family can work together.
I'm not.
No. I say this because my wife is the one running this show right now. And
no. I mean, I get it for like certain people, but no,
it's not for everyone.
Depends on the family.
Yeah, 100%. It's not for everyone.
I love my family, but I would not want to work with them.
That's fair. Nope, that's 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The only family I'm working with is my wife. Yeah, that's fair. No, that's
right. Think about that.
yeah. No, that's fair.
Depends on which part of the family we're talking about.
The one thing that I'm starting to learn too is like with a family business, all the money stays in the family, right? So it's like that just recycles into the family. So it's like, that's huge, dude. That's huge. And the less we tell the IRS,
I told my kid, I said, I'm going to pay you $100 an hour.
Good. Yeah,
because it's my kid and I can pay whatever the hell I want.
I was just going to say, legally, I can pay my son as part of the business next year when he's 15 years old. And let me tell you, he's going to be working, and he's going to be, the tax man's going to be thinking he's making money too. Yeah. So,
that's the number one reason I moved to Vegas, Texas.
Oh God, don't even get me started. Keys. Oh my.
I just gave New Mexico, state of New Mexico, $10,000. That was like the last step right there. I'm like, I just paid y'all $10,000 for the privilege of living in New Mexico.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I had to give the federal government $54,000. That's the biggest bill I ever got in my life, and it came from the IRS. That's something.
It's unreal, man. It is unreal.
This is crazy.
Yeah, I'm in Canada, dude.
It's so crazy. I'm coming from. I was in that tax bracket where you get a return every year, right? Because you're not making any money. So to go from that and then fast forward in 3 years, get a tax bill for $54,000, it's kind of like I remember. Okay, so the first 2020 was the first year I made 100 grand as a content creator.
Mhm.
So see all these news reports about so and so didn't pay their taxes, going to jail, taxes trouble.
Wesley Snipes.
You're supposed to learn from other people's mistakes. You know, if you want to be a wise person, you learn from others' mistakes. The first thing I did was found me an accountant. So my accountant, I was born in 1981, August. My accountant started their practice March 1981.
Hmm.
They've been accountants as long as I've been alive. So I got them, and when they did it the first year, they set me down in the conference room. I'll never forget this. I was blown away. I'm thinking, yo, I did pretty good this year. I'm gonna get a lot of money back. Hazen. That's what I'm thinking. They do the taxes. I never paid taxes in my life. Every year I got a tax return. Set me down in the conference room, and he told me that I was going to have to give the United States of America $5,000. I said, "You bullshitting." He said, "'Cause he's been doing this like 40 years or whatever, over 40 years." He says, "Look, I done dealt with this a lot. You're brand new to being successful. But let me tell you this, you should start thinking of the government as your partner in business now. Because look, this is not going to change. Every year you're going to have to pay unless you're planning on going back the other way and not making any money. Want to go back that way?" I said, "No, I don't. It's way better being on this side and having to pay." So he said, "Look, just get used to it. Got to pay $5,000. Next year you're going to have to pay more. And next year after that, you got to pay even more. Because I'm looking at your numbers and your projected numbers. You're going to be making even more, so you got to pay even more. So just get used to it." That was the best thing you probably could do, because when that $54,000 bill came, it's a lot, but it was going to be even more than that. Because thanks to certain deductions that you get to make, I was going to have to pay about $73,000. Because I made in 2023, I can't believe I'm saying this, and it's a true statement. In 2023, I made almost $400,000 as a content creator. And that's doing everything myself. So when you was talking about it all in the family, how about this? Do everything yourself and keep all the money. That's what I did. You see what I'm saying? So you can pay somebody to do this and that, or you cannot pay somebody to do it your damn self and keep all the money.
Yes. Now to get to the
what I'm saying?
million, you might need.
I need people to get to the
You're
million.
gonna need 'em.
Yeah.
That's it.
I need people to
my
get
point.
to the million.
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point. And first of all, good for you, dude. Good for you, man. It's there's not many people that can say that they can make money as an entrepreneur, but then
Man.
to make it off the internet, dude, off of YouTube, off of the internet as a whole. It's like that's an internet hustle, man, and it's not an easy thing to do. And I
What's so weird about everything 100% legal? Because I can't speak for your background, but for my background, my community, people get money, but they do it the illegal way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my
So to
background
make
too.
that type of
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know your background, if you're coming from middle
Good.
class or
Yeah.
Harvard or you know what I mean,
Yeah.
or
Rough times.
university or whatever. I don't know your background.
I did go
But
to university.
For my background,
Yeah, I did go to university.
there's some people.
Yep.
I did too.
Yeah,
There's people
thank
that's doing
heavens.
it. But
Thank heavens.
there's always people that's doing it the other way. You know what I'm saying? And so for me to make more than doctors and lawyers and stuff making YouTube videos, kind of like crazy to me. You make more than, I'm not more important than a teacher. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like these are people I'm not more important than a firefighter. But
No.
we have the ability to make this money and have this living. I'm just super grateful, super humble, and I'm just trying to do the right thing, because you're in my position. You don't just represent yourself. I'll give you a little minority statement here. When you're a minority, feels like, and not just feels like, because it is. If I'm in a position and I mess up, then I'm going to mess it up for other people coming behind me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a real sense of responsibility to do everything right, to be legit. I can't be fake. I can't be phony. Because if I'm fake and I'm phony and I'm full of shit, then that's going to mess it up for everybody that's coming behind me. I can't do that. So I do everything in my power to be knowledgeable as possible, never to be a buffoon, never be somebody where don't be a person that people don't like being around or don't want to talk to. I make sure that that never happens. I take this very seriously, the position that I'm in. A lot of people probably just be frivolous with it, but I'm not like that at all. I want everybody to have an opportunity to get where I am, even pass me up, because it really is great to be in this position. But before I got in this position, I never knew what they meant when they said like it's lonely at the top. You heard of that? It's lonely at the top.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew what that meant. Like, what the hell does that mean? It's lonely. It feels like when you get to the top, it'll be like not lonely because there's so many people, and but it really is true. When you start being successful, you start learning that it's like you can't trust everybody. You can't have everybody in your space, in your like mind wavelengths, and you know what you got going on. You can't have like negative energy around you. So I feel like the higher you get, the more people that you drop off. Because you're trying to get higher and higher and higher. And some people they're trying to stay down here. If you're trying to move, I seen Snoop say something one time that resonated with me so much. He was like, when you're here and you're growing, but you got people down here that's not growing, seeing the gap widen. So as the gap widens, either they got to come up to be where you're at, or you got to go back down to be where they're at. I ain't going back down. So if you're not a person in my life that you're trying to be better than you were yesterday, I can't have you near me. Like I had a guy who was, everybody would say that this is my best friend. I would call him my best friend at the time. Every day we're together and everything, right? So I started doing YouTube, right? And at the time we're doing illegal things as a living, which put it that way. Okay? We're doing illegal things for a living. I start doing YouTube and I say, yo, bro, this is a way that we can stop doing this stuff. We spent all this time trying not to be in front of the camera, right? Because of the things that we were doing. And somebody got to be in front of the camera. That's going to be me, right? So I know you don't want to be in front of the camera. So this is what we'll do. Look, I'll buy a camera. You learn how to use it. My cameraman, we both come up together. It was like, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, cool. How about this right here? I'll film everything. Right? I'll film everything. Let me show you how to edit, because I've been editing for maybe 6 months or something like that. I'm like, let me show you how to edit, and then you can start getting better. And yourself as being an editor. I'll shoot the videos, give them to you. You edit the videos. I'll put them up. We split everything 50-50. Still doing it together. He was like, no, I don't want to do this. I'm like, well, what the fuck do you want to do then? Don't want to fucking be in front of the camera. You don't want to work the camera. You don't want to edit. You help me set up the shots, or no, I don't want to do. But you're not. I can't use you for anything then. You know what I'm saying?
Just wants to get paid, dude. Just wants to get paid.
I can't use you for anything. So this person was my best friend, and I haven't talked to him in years. Just because I'm trying to grow, but you ain't trying to grow with me. You want to, and fast forward 9 years, like I said earlier, still doing the same illegal activities that he was doing before. He's still doing them right now. Still struggling to get by. And all he had to do was stick with me. We would have been in this 50-50, all good. You know what I mean? But that lonely at the top thing is like, you can't, for whatever reason, people won't do what's in their best interest if it's not going to benefit them the next 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? People don't have any type of vision to say, what we're doing today is going to be good for us maybe 6 months from now, maybe a year from now. If you're still planning on being alive, it would behoove you to try to do some of this stuff as opposed to just living for the next 10 minutes in front of you, And so one of the biggest things is hard to find people with any type of vision. And sometimes I'm trying to tell you guys, man, some of y'all are not meant to be stars. I say y'all, I'm talking about me, everybody. Everybody's not meant to be a star. Some people are meant to be the manager of the star. Somebody needs to be the chef for the star. Somebody needs to do administrative stuff for the star. You see what I'm saying? You get in where you fit in. But at least we could all be together, working together, making this work. But people in my community, I can talk about Black people now. Black people don't want to do that. They want to be the number one. They want to be the boss. You know what I'm saying? All I wanted to do was find a way that I could not have to go in and punch somebody else's clock, work for myself, take care of my kid and my responsibilities. When I started, my goal was to make 35 to 40 grand a year. I was like, if I make 40 grand a year, living in El Paso, Texas, I can have a cool apartment, nice little car, give me a pair of shoes every once and again. I like an all right life. You know what I mean? That was my goals. Who would have thought that I could make 45,000 in a month, 50 grand in a month? Who would have thought? Not me. So all this extra stuff is just a blessing to me. It's truly unbelievable. And if any of you guys watch, if you're watching me, watch any of my content, you know I tell you thank you every video, because I could never have imagined the benefit YouTube would be for my life. I just wanted to be a content creator because I thought that would be cool to be. I didn't know all this other stuff that went with it, you know.
Yeah, me neither,
So
man.
it's just a blessing. It's just a blessing, and I'm grateful.
The game's changing every day too. You know what YouTube, what we get to do today in our area, in our section, in our community, that wasn't available 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago. Like when I started doing this, no cannabis content grower was full time, was making a consistent income. It was companies would send you a product, you would make a video, and you'd be happy about it.
Yeah, the product was your payment.
That's it. And when you've got a bathroom full of products that you don't use anymore, I thought, wait a second, you're coming to me for a reason, and you're not coming to me for me. You're coming to me for my people. You're coming to me for my viewers.
For the audience.
That's right.
Yeah, and you want to get in front of the audience, right? So you gotta pay.
Yes. And finding that value there is very important, because as a creator, you have value, and you have to balance how much collaboration is going to be happen versus are you just promoting someone else's product for nothing? And so, there's been a shift, a giant shift. And I like to think that I was a player in that shift, in now the fact that creators aren't exploited today in a way that they were 5, 6, 7 years ago. And, you know, maybe for the better, maybe for the worse. I'm not going to give you an answer on that. You know, it's made my life better, that's for sure. And it's allowed me to grow my community. And I'll be the first one to say, too, I'm not self-made. I am 120,000 made. I have a community that has put me in a position that has allowed me, that has afforded me the opportunity to spread my message and to build my brand.
I see what you're saying, but that's not the self-made that we're talking about.
For
People
sure.
say
I understand the hustle.
I mean fucking self-made. Nobody gave you shit.
No, I ain't never get shit.
When I say self-made, I want you guys to understand. I understand what he's saying, and I got a great community. But nobody gave me shit. And I'm thankful that I'm the person now that get to tell the other guys and give them all the information I wish somebody would gave me. The only person that I knew about at first was Mr. Canucks Grow. And so to me, he's still number one as far as like growing cannabis on YouTube. To me, he's the top dog. You know, there are probably people that disagree, but to me, he's
holding strong there, man. He's holding strong. Yeah, he's holding strong.
He's the guy. There's some great ones there. I mean, there's still great cannabis content creators like Home Grow TV. Shout out to him. He seems cool. High Again, they seem cool. I mean, there's some great people doing some great things, but Mr. Canucks Grow is the top dog to me.
That's right. All I'm saying, you know what? I can argue the same thing. No one afforded me an opportunity, but in the same regard, you know, there's the values that were instilled that allowed me to keep my nose to the grindstone. I didn't stay in the dark when the dark was what grasped me. I searched for light always, right? And so I know for a fact that if my community turned on me or didn't watch me anymore, my relevancy damn near goes away. And so because of that, it's literally when you say you thank them every episode, it's that, man. It's like the people that come, they watch your videos, they hit the like button, they leave a comment. That is amazing. Like, it's like, that's what fuels this machine. and I'm eternally grateful for that. So that's what I mean when, I'm also
I know
self-made.
exactly
I'm an
what you're saying.
entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur, but it's our
So I know
communities.
I'm speaking your language. Trust me, I'm speaking your language.
And I know we're on the same page. I just wanted to make sure there was clarity there, just because,
Yes,
I'm very thankful for that, dude. And I know we're in a very fortunate position. You're also doing crypto, dude. Is there?
I mean, I do.
Oh, go ahead.
I got into the stock market. You know, I was what's the word I'm looking for? Naive,
Sure.
naive,
Me too.
and just just ignorant. Because coming up, I thought that the only people that did the stock market was like older white guys. Just so stupid, you know what I mean? Just like I thought the same thing about like I want to say the word on the podcast, white powder that people snort. I thought that was only done by white people. That's so
cocaine.
fucking stupid.
Right.
That's so fucking
Right.
stupid.
Right.
But that's what ignorant is.
It's ignorance, dude.
Ignorant means you don't know.
That's kind of just
And
real
so
quick, that's kind of what I was saying earlier in regards to being small town, dude. It's ignorance, dude. It's ignorance.
Ignorance is what it is.
Sorry,
Yeah, the small town. I was talking. My daughter still lives in a small town. I'm trying to get her to come to the city. But the small town life is her thing. It's the same thing, but I forgot what we were talking about the
white. We thought it was a white people problem. The cocaine, the ignorance.
Oh yeah, stock market.
Stock market. Go ahead.
I thought it was like just for older white people to get in the stock market. So that's so stupid. But when you don't know, you don't know. And also, I thought that you had to have like thousands or millions or hundreds of thousands of dollars to do the stock market as well, which is totally not true. But, when you don't know, you don't know. But once you get in the position where you got additional income that you can think about investing, which all these years I've been having money that I could have invested, but I didn't know any better. So instead of making investments, what do? Buy 300 pairs of Nikes and Jordans, and that's what you do when you don't know better. I should have been buying Nike stock.
Yeah, true.
Instead of, what I mean?
Yep.
Every pair of those shoes, I could have been buying Nike stock, and I've been much better. But how I got into that is you start making a couple of extra dollars, then you start researching I started researching what do people do with their money to make it grow. And so, you hear stock market real estate all the time. I just started studying that on YouTube because I'm a YouTuber. And once I realized that the stock market is for everybody, I had to get over another set of preconceived notions, which you think that the only way that you can make money in the stock market is the old-fashioned way, which is buy and hold. Buy something, one price, in 30 years, you hope that it went up, appreciate it, and there you go. But there's many ways to make money in the stock market. Once I got into options trading, that opened up my eyes to a whole nother ability to make income. And so you said crypto. I'm not really into crypto. I mean, I got Bitcoin and some Ethereum, but trading options, I'm into it because you can make a lot of money really fast. So I started off with, smaller stocks that's around $1 or $2. Start doing those, you start making different moves with them so you can understand how everything works. As you get more and more comfortable, you start building up. And before you know it, you're doing these deals where you're putting in 5,000, 6,000. And I do this a lot around earnings. Around earnings, if you guys don't know, every public traded company has earnings every quarter. And the great thing about earnings is in one night, in 24 hours, the stock can go up 10, 12, 13%. It can go down 10, 12, 13%. But if you're on the right side of the trade, you can make a tremendous amount of money very quickly. I mean, I can show you guys if you guys go to my Dreams of a Million YouTube channel and look in the short section, you'll see trades that I've done where I made $11,000 in 20 hours. I've made $8,000 in 12 hours. But once you have the ability and your understanding of the stock market, to me, it's just another revenue stream. So to answer your question about crypto and stock market and even real estate, I look at all this stuff as tools in my toolbox. My great grandmother who raised me, I told you, every time she would teach us something new, she would say, I'm giving you another tool for your toolbox for life. You know what I'm saying? And so to me, all this stuff is just different avenues to make money. some people, for whatever reason, in the cannabis space, like I'll be doing live videos, whatever, and somebody might ask about how to get sponsored, and somebody ask about how to make money as a content creator, right? And I get excited about that kind of stuff. I like talking about that kind of stuff. On the cannabis side, people be like looking at you real funny and treating you different as you're talking about money. Like we all need it. But that's what got me. I'm like, you know what? I'd rather damn do a finance channel. I can actually talk about money and people actually will want to hear about it, you know? So that's what really got me into it. I'm looking for different revenue streams. Everything that I'm learning is just giving me the ability to make even more money. Knowledge is power. A lot of things that you make money from, they're not hard to do. You just didn't know how to do it. Somebody would explain to you how to do it, you do it. So everything that I do in life, one of my first questions is, how do I monetize it? Mention the crypto, real estate, finance, that stuff. I have a gambling channel. In today's the 6th. On the 14th, it'll be 1 year since the gambling channel been put up. I was making a couple extra dollars, so I said I'm gonna pick up this hobby, gambling, just to once again just to show my progress and show you guys what I'm doing. But also, everything that I do, I'm thinking monetization. And so, how do I know how to monetize? I'm making a YouTube channel. I'm a YouTuber. I know how to do it the YouTube way. So I make the gambling channel. Fast forward, like I said, it's about to be 1 year anniversary. That channel makes me 8 to 10 grand a month already. 1 year in. All of you guys thinking that you can't do it, you can do it. I started a brand new channel less than a year ago. Right now, today, it makes me 8 to 10 grand a month. 1 year in. And you can do it once you have the skills to do it. And I would encourage you guys to step outside your comfort zone, try something new. And I'm trying to tell, I feel like I'm preaching on here, man.
It's okay, man. You know what? I almost feel like you're talking to me too, because dude, my ignorance has led to me. I have zero stocks. I have zero crypto or what crypto, whatever it is. Yeah, I have zero of it because it's like for me, like I'm old school, man. I like to see my money, dude. I believe in holding money and just hanging on to it, dude. And you know when you talk,
but here's the thing about that though.
Nike stocks.
My bad. You just
go ahead.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, the things that you say are hitting my brain so crazy. You say you want to see your money, but you got to think about this. The reason most people are not going to be able to be wealthy or whatever the case is because you keep trading time for money.
Mm-hmm.
There's not enough time. There's not enough trading of time for money that you can do to be wealthy. You have to find a way, which you already know, this is not for you, just for the audience. You have to find a way that you can make money all the time in your sleep. Right now, I'm talking to pigeons, guys. I'm getting paid right now, not by pigeons, but I'm always getting paid no matter what. Always. You can't trade time for money. When you think about investments is something that you can do. Now, you don't have to go, there's different levels to it. You don't have to go like full where it feels like you're gambling. You can invest conservatively as well, like by getting index funds or ETFs. That's very conservative, but you still can grow your wealth. You can still see your money as you put it. I love that. So don't be scared about, putting it somewhere and letting it grow itself. You keep trading time for money, you're not going to be rich. You can't get rich. There's not enough time in the day. Think about that. If you say you're making, I know some people are making $40. There's some guys at UPS, it's $40 an hour. I think that they cap it at $42 an hour, I believe. There's some guys making some good money, $40 an hour. But you're still making $40 an hour. That means that you don't have the ability to make $100 in an hour. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So you got to. I want to talk to you off here and tell you some safe places that you can put your money that could grow for you. Because man, I'm trying to tell you, you got a couple extra dollars, put it over here and let it make you money. Let your money work for you instead of just sit. Because of inflation, your money is not going as far as it used to. Your money is losing value because of inflation.
No,
you know
you're
what I
right.
mean?
No, you're
so
right.
if you want to beat that, you got to invest that. That way, you got your money making you money, and it's not losing you money because you keep it in the bank. Guys don't even if you have a high yield savings account, That high your savings account ain't giving you what? What they giving you? 0.03% or something? Something crazy? No. You guys got to start investing. I'm gonna talk to you pigeons about that, man, because I really want you to do it. Do it for you and your family, man. You can set your family up. Even when you're gone, they're gonna be balling. No problem. You know what I
I'm
mean?
definitely open to it. You know, Rob's a good friend of mine, man, and he's very much into investments and things like that. I'm not going to talk
Yeah.
about his portfolios or anything,
Yeah,
but
yeah, for sure.
but he's definitely been in my ear too. So I'm open to it,
Man.
brother. I'm open to it. One more thing, man.
I'm gonna keep talking to you about it until you do it.
I'm in. If your younger self could meet you today, what would Little Keys be the most proud of?
What a great question. I don't think anybody ever asked me that before.
Welcome to Tea with
Great
P,
question.
man.
Man,
Take your time.
you know what? No. I thought of something. I think the thing that I'm most proudest of going through this whole journey, you know, our content creating all this stuff that I'm doing now. I think what I'm most proudest of is I'm experiencing all this new stuff, but because of, like you're saying, the community, the audience, it allowed me to be myself. I got to do all this stuff, and I think people would objectively say that we're successful. I got to do all this stuff without being fake, without being phony, without going against the morals that my great grandmother instilled in me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to kiss nobody's ass or suck somebody's dick or none of that. Get to where I got to. I got here from hard work, dedication. We all got a little bit of luck. If you're successful, you got a little bit of luck too. Maybe the right thing at the right moment, at the right time, in the right place. All of that. That's the thing that I'm most proud of. I got here to where I am being me. Not fake. Nobody, you won't find one person that say that I did them dirty. There's a bunch of people that be like, your Keys is an asshole. But it's okay. So that's fine. But you won't ever find anybody that say Keys did this to me. He did that to me. He did me wrong. Messed with somebody in business. None of that. I'm a 100% genuine, a good person. I didn't have to go against my morals to get. That's the thing I didn't have to turn into an Uncle Tom or do some buffoonery. Do something that would have my family looking at me sideways like, no, we didn't raise you like this. I got to be where I am today. My dignity. The thing that I'm most proud of.
You should be, brother.
You know what I mean?
You should be. Hats off, dude. And I think this is the beginning for you and I. I can't wait to sit and chat with you again, man, and dive into.
Maybe next time it might be on my podcast. You never know.
I'm always open to it, my man. I'm always open to it, dude. If anybody wanted to reach out to any of your channels or have a conversation, where could they do that?
If you guys want to hit me, first of all, join. I have a Discord. The reason why I'm mentioning the Discord is because the Rookie Mycologist was my main Instagram and social media accounts. But just last week, they banned me off of everything. I mean, they banned the Rookie Mycologist off of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. How the hell do you get banned off of Twitter? You know what I'm saying? All social media, TikTok, banned off of that. So Discord, Bass Drop Keys Discord, or one of my YouTube channels. Best way to get a hold of me. Or email me, bassdropkeys@gmail.
Awesome, dude. It was a pleasure meeting you in LA, and I can't wait to do it again, man. And until the next time, brother, I wish you all the best on all your endeavors. I know you're going to succeed, and I can't wait to see you do it, man, because it looked great on you, brother. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Appreciate you. Thanks for having me. I can't tell you enough. Thanks for the invite. I appreciate it. If you need me for anything, got my number, holler at me. I'll come through for you.
Count on it, brother. Count on it. Keys, thank you so much, man. We'll catch up soon.
Take you.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back right after this.
Come on and lift your glass. You won your own free pass to be our guest. If you're stressed, it's fine dining we suggest. Be our guest, be our guest, be our guest.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was epic. Thank you guys so much for participating in that. Thank you to Bass Drop for being an incredible guest. That was epic, man. Dropping bomb after bomb, man. Just too good. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him, man. That was that was very insightful, and I'm glad you guys had the opportunity to stick around for that. As I had mentioned throughout the show, we're gonna be live tonight on Twitch all night for a post-tea session. So hopefully you guys are around for that and have an opportunity to join. My phone, Mrs. P. Mm-hmm. Oh, perfect. I want to see the comments right there.
There you go.
Shout out to everybody for pulling up, man. That was epic, and thanks to everybody. You guys, like, seriously, leaving the comments just lit right up was absolutely wicked, yo. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to you guys for being here. Honor roll. I appreciate you, brother. Not given. Sherf life, man. Thank you guys, man. I'm gonna have a quick toke here, and I just want to remind you guys to hit that link right there, hit the follow button, and we're gonna be live for some Battlefield beta all dang night, man. All dang night. Oh, and boy, it's hot in here, Mrs. P.
Oh,
It's getting warm in here.
when we get them to fix the air conditioner next week when they come back, we should ask them about the noise it makes.
Right?
Be like, is there any way you guys can make it quieter?
We shut off the air conditioner for every show.
And it gets so hot in here.
Hoots, Dro. AB Farms, let's go. I missed it, but I'll be able to watch when live is over. Yeah. Yep. The show goes live immediately after we end here, so you'll have the opportunity to watch it. And we also have a Tea with P channel where all the interviews are posted afterwards, where you'll be able to watch them in succession of each other. And yeah, enjoy a great time, man. Appreciate you guys so much. Ty, appreciate you being here. High Plains Bud, appreciate your support the whole time, man. Thank you for subscribing to the channels too, dude. Appreciate that. Dro, you too, man. Your mailman grows. Appreciate you guys, man. Double A, and thank you for the very nice comments too, Double A. I was reading that. Dro, appreciate you, dude. ADHD, appreciate you. ADHD, you know, I saw your comments in regards to like money all the time, and it's like massive money. You know, it's like if you said massive income is key. And you know what? I actually is king. You said massive income is king, and I'll be honest with you, I just don't see money in that way. I understand it, money makes the world go around, but it doesn't have to make my world go around. And so I use money as a tool that it is to get me the things that I need to support my family and better myself and my community. And yeah, I don't see it as king. I think family is king. I think relationships are king. I think having that one-to-one with a human being is king. And that's what I think I'm going to stay focused on and keep prioritized, while also trying to pursue success. You know, success. It's important. I got to feed my family, and I get that. But oh, not massive. Did I misread it? Or
Yeah.
Passive income is king. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. I misread that. ADHD. Passive income. Okay, I misread that. I apologize. Yeah, passive income is nothing's king. But a key, I think, is what is, if I may, what is a little more appropriate. Yeah, no, I agree. Sorry, I misunderstood that. And passive income, the money while you're making when you sleep, allows you to do the other things too. But remember too, it's something I wanted to say, but I kind of lost it when I was talking to Keys, was that there is a fine line between raising a family and chasing your dreams. And finding that line and navigating that line is difficult at times. But we have to remember too that, particularly myself, I'm a father, right? I have a son to raise. I have a family to raise, to be strong and confident in today's world. So that's what's important to me the most, right? That's what's important to me the most. And I want to chase my dreams. And I want to chase that money, and I want to chase that. But I also want to raise a family too. Cheers, guys. We're going to go party over on Twitch here in just a minute. I was nice and zoomed in. I like that, Ms. B. Good job.
Sorry.
Nope, that's great. You were looking at me too, like, I like this.
I know. It's a good shot.
John's Nugs, thank you so much for being here, man. I appreciate you. DJs, thank you very much. Happy birthday to the man. Not given. Appreciate you for tuning in. High Plains, you too, man. Tasty Genetics, appreciate you. Richard Morris, thanks for tuning in. You too, T. Oh, that's Terrell. Terrell, aka Big Blunt. Terrell. I bet you that's actually how you say that.
Probably.
Big Blunt, great show tonight with you and Keys. Keep it up with the amazing show and stay safe and stay high and love. Thank you, man. I appreciate the kind words. Much love back at you. Slingo, thank you. Cheers, brother. Scott W. It's hard to find someone that got more going than Mr. Keys. That boy keeps himself busy. Yes, he does. And much respect to him doing that, man. Boom. That was a dope cloud. Thank you, Genetics. I'm going to be blowing more of those over on Twitch in like less than 5 minutes from right now. Okay. Mrs. P, want to put that link one more time because what we're going to do, what we're going to do is we're going to end this stream. All I got to do is switch the stream key over to Twitch. Boom. We're live, baby. Built this place to be able to handle this. So if you guys want to come out and come smoke clouds.
Except we're down a computer.
We are down a computer, but no one's judging. Great interview, Mr. and Mrs. P. Thank you, Jamaican. Much love. Thank you. Thank you for the great show. Thank you, Jester. Saw your comment too. That's very kind. Thank you, man. John, smash that like button, dude. Thank you, man. Smoke that like button if you so desire. On a roll. Gonna be twitching, baby. I know you will. Thank you, dude. I'm gonna be live all dang night. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, much love to you and yours. I hope you have an opportunity to get outside, soak up some sunshine. As mentioned before, if there's any questions, any comments, any concerns that you want to get a hold of me with, you can at me at Pigeons420 over on X. That is a place where I try to have the biggest discussions because it's just a free and open spot there. So if you want to come join, it's right there on the screen. Come join. Boom. My Instagram's there too if you want to come see that I actually do grow and I don't always pretend. Come tune in. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, much love to you, and I will see you, well, hopefully in less than 5 minutes over on Twitch, so we can blow some more clouds in a new setting, because I got a pile of weed here, and it is not going to smoke itself. Okay? All right. Much love, guys. See you, Robert. See you, Double A. We'll see you in a minute, guys. See you, Crab. Bag. Oh, appreciate you, brother. See you, El Dig. El Diggy. Let's go. John, take it easy, brother. See you, Jester. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. We'll see you guys in a bit. See you, Nate C. See you, Reg. See you, Dro. See you, Double A. See you, Tasty. See you, Scott. We'll see you in a minute. Peace.
You can get your own. Just gonna love